Good luck.
Good luck, man.
And your winner, Kristian Harloff!
But I don't think my time is done yet with the singles league. I was thinking about maybe stepping back if things didn't go my way today. But right now, at 5-3, I'm kind of up there. So it's maybe time for me to shut someone's mouth who keeps challenging me. And I'm kind of, it's like, okay, we get it. You're a new guy and you want to get your shot. But Bibiani, I'm calling you out. There you are. Come on in.
You're calling me out.
Sorry, Emma.
I've been waiting out there for weeks.
Sorry, stay here.
Weeks I've been waiting outside that door, just waiting for
I know
you to
you have.
respond to this challenge.
So you ready to do this?
I am ready to
Me
do
and
this.
you.
I am ready. I am
All right.
ready to kick some Harloff all over the place.
Okay.
That's gonna be here.
I'll give you something else. If you can beat me, then I will give you the winner of McQueenie and Sneider, and to play that person at the Collider Collision.
If you're gonna show that you're strong at movie trivia, you should take down the guy who asks all the movie trivia. He thinks it's so easy. Well, it's real easy when you look at the answers all day. I actually have to know this stuff off the top of my head.
It's me now that's going to be playing Jeff Sneider, which is weird. I didn't want this. I just wanted to call the match, but you decided to just spout off your bullshit.
And your winner, with a score of 23-18, the Commissioner, Kristian Harloff.
If you could take on anybody else in the Schmoedown, who would you want to take on?
Honestly, I want a piece of Kristian Harloff. This is the match I've wanted since I started in the Schmoedown.
You've been calling me out for a very long time. I get texts from you all the time how much you want a title match, and it's pretty ironic that you actually have to beat me in order to get one.
You are all that is standing in my way, and I am going to relish taking down Darth Harloff. I already showed what I can do here in the doubles. I've conquered this. We've won 4 title matches. Now I'm focused on singles, okay? I'm going to be playing Kristian Harloff.
First-time double champ.
That's right, exactly. I'm coming for the belt. If I got to go through him to do it, consider it done.
And we are back. Ken, what else can you ask for? 2 matches down, both matches coming down to the final question. This is the type of stuff you come to expect from these main events.
Absolutely. That final question in my game is still gnawing at me like the spicy sausage you just had during a quick break. John, it's good to have you back at the table.
It's good to be back.
We got a big match here today. We have got the Commissioner, Kristian Harloff, and the Insneider, Jeff Sneider. This is a #1 contenders match. Yeah. The winner of this gets a title shot in August. But John, both these men really weren't supposed to be here by all accounts.
No, well, we've seen 2 giants in this league enter, both in the Beast Bibiani and Drew McQueenie. These 2 guys beat those guys to get into this position. Now, Kristian Harloff wanted to call this match. We thought that might have been a little bit of a conflict of interest. So he's going to be sitting in the back, and the 2 of us are going to take this one today.
Absolutely. Harloff, he beat Signor, beat Bibiani, Sneider over Makuga, McQueenie. That is what brings us here today. Again, this is a #1 contenders match. Normal 3 rounds apply here, but there is a lot riding on this one, John. John, I think we should hear from the competitors. They had a lot to say before the match.
Finally, the commish has come back home.
What you're looking at here is the first double champion. It's going to happen.
Double trouble, man, and I'm here to burst Kristian Harloff's bubble.
Now, I'm going to address the first thing first.
Yeah, I can't believe that you made all those questions go in your favor so then you can play in the collision.
Why would I do that? I have to run this thing, hence the Commissioner. I didn't want to play Bibiani, but I also don't come to lose. I play, and I'll continue to play.
You know what I was thinking about this guy? He gets the easiest questions. It's like, what mustard does he put on his hot dogs when he's grilling outside in the parking lot? It's so easy to answer.
I agree.
You know?
He literally has Chris Galicki on the payroll.
That's Exactly right.
Yeah.
It's a conspiracy theory. There always will be, in my mind. Until I'm the commissioner, then there'll be none.
If I know what the team championship did to that man, it made him think that he was a lot more important than he really is. And now he thinks he's got to go through me to get to the big title shot, to get to if it's Reilly, if it's Rocha, if it's Murrell. That's what he wants to do.
I'm not looking past Kristian Harloff in this match, but I'm hungry. I'm coming for that singles belt, and I want it bad. Doesn't matter who I got to beat to get it. It's going to be mine. It's going to be around this waist right here.
You know you're the best in this game.
I think I'm pretty good at this game. I think I can do what I need to do. Like I said, do I want to be playing for the championship? Do I want the title? I'll tell you right now, no. I don't want to be here right now. I want to be running this thing. I want to be asking someone else the questions. But I don't have it in me to A, fix anything. I don't have it in me to drop anything except Jeff Sneider. I'll drop Jeff Sneider.
Kristian Harloff, brother, let me tell you, you're in for a world of pain today, and I don't see a doctor in the house.
Bottom line, Commish, you're a loser.
Jackpot.
I'm going to tell you right now that I'm representing you guys. I'm representing all of the Schmoedown to let you guys know what real competitive fighting is all about. It's going to happen today. I'm bringing my A game, and I'm going to take him down, the Insneider, and it's time for the Lion's Den to get dropped down and to have Dagnino and that stupid face and that smile to just stop with his, oh, yeah, I mean, what do you expect? I mean, come on, what do you think this guy's going to do? Blah, blah, blah. I'm going to expect you to go back to that trash can that you're from, get out of the way, because the Lion's Den is out of the main event.
Can you dig it, sucker? What's up, guys? This is Booker T, 5-time WCW champ, WWE Hall of Famer, and yes, we are here on the Schmoedown. This week, guys, this match is going to be like Steamboat Savage, WrestleMania 3, one of the greatest matches, if not the greatest match of all time. This week on the Schmoedown, #1 contenders match, the commissioner, Kristian Harloff, taking on Jeff Sneider. Now, we all know, man, Kristian Harloff, the man has been on a roll lately. He's burning it up with 3 in a row, man. The dude, he knows his trivia, dog. But let me tell you something, Sneider, he's deadly, as well as he is the team champion. His confidence is through the roof right now. But if I had to pick someone, if I had to put money on him out of my pocket, I'm going with the commissioner, dog. The commissioner all the way.
Jeff Sneider is just a machine. I've seen this guy compete now. I'm constantly impressed. It's almost scary, but he has a lot of strengths like Oscars, classics, flashing the attitude of a 1980s villain. It is what he does well. Kristian Harloff, of course, we know Star Wars' strength, comic book movies. Scores and soundtracks is one of the things a lot of people overlook with Kristian. And, of course, one of his strengths is creating this playground for all of us to dance in.
All right, guys, with that out of the way, let's get ready to Schmoedown! 3 rounds for the #1 contendership.
Introducing first, representing Lion's Den, with a record of 4 wins, 2 defeats, with 2 knockouts. He is the reigning tag team champion and the #4 ranked contender, Jeff the Insneider Sneider.
Coming out, of course, with his entourage.
Out.
And here it comes. Could he be the first guy to hold a tag team title and a heavyweight title?
Could be that kind of double threat here.
Here they are, he's heating it up.
Crowd is fishy. JTE's in his element. Sneider, the 80s villain, Grace Hancock, the queen of the jungle, there to wish Sneider a good luck match with a good luck kiss. Now, his opponent. Representing Schmoedown and Collider, with a record of 6 wins, 3 defeats, and 5 knockouts. He is the 2015 Ultimate Schmoedown winner and the former Movie Trivia Schmoedown Champion of the World and the number 3 right contender. He is the Commissioner, Kristian Harloff.
Here it comes for one of his anthems.
That is right.
You know, Kristian's has suffered a lot of big defeats in this league, high profile, but he's also enjoyed a lot of big victories, especially over the last number of months.
It's easy to overlook him, John, and people kind of keep doing that because he's so busy behind the scenes. But he started this trivia thing with Mark Ellis for a reason. They know their stuff. All right, guys, settle in, settle in. They both have great sunglasses on. This is like some sort of commercial for Sunglass Hut. I will explain the rules of round 1. Competitors will both receive 8 of the same questions. Competitors will write down their answers. Competitors must speak and reveal the answer they have written down. No, Sneider, spelling does not necessarily count. Each correct answer is worth 1 point. Gentlemen, are you ready, Kristian?
Yeah, let me write all. I know the answers, so let me.
Fueling some rumors?
Yeah.
Jeff, are you ready?
When you're 10-2 all time, you're always ready.
He's ready to go.
Then take us in, John.
All right. And just as a reminder, as in the other matches, we have 2 specific rules here. We have the JTE rule. The competitors will at any time be allowed to ask for a repeating of the question no more than 3 times during the match. There is also the ability to challenge. If they question the judgment of the judges at any point in time during the match, they can issue a challenge. A 3rd judge will come to the table. They will confer. If the initial ruling is overruled, the competitor will still have that challenge used later in the match. However, if the ruling is upheld, they lose that challenge. With all that out of the way, gentlemen, let's move on to your first question in round number 1. Your first question comes in the category of action-adventure. What 2005 film starred Scarlett Johansson opposite Ewan McGregor?
They're already mumbling to themselves, John. The tension is building.
Oh, there's a little bit of
Sneider is
gamemanship up there. And going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Kristian Harloff.
The Island.
Correct. Jeff.
The Island.
Correct.
There you go.
Both guys started off strong.
Yeah. All right.
You used to that already, huh?
Question number 2, category famous directors. Famous directors. Which Stanley Kubrick film features a monolith?
A what?
A monolith.
We will not count that as one of his
you know.
the questions. We'll let that one go.
We'll give that.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Jeff Sneider.
2001: A Space Odyssey.
That is correct. Kristian Harloff.
Didn't have it.
All right.
No
did
answer for
not
Kristian
have
Harloff. All right.
it. Okay.
Jeff streaks into the lead. All right, guys. Your third question comes to you in the form of fantasy sci-fi. What is the name of E.T.'s 10-year-old friend in E.T.?
You know, John, I didn't have a lot of friends when I was 10.
All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Kristian Harloff.
Elliot.
Correct. For 1 point. Jeff.
Gertie.
And Harloff swings back. And it's a
Got that
tie game
2001
again.
back.
All right, all
I had
right.
Barry Lemon.
We know there's not going to be a perfect first round, John. All right. The crowd is involved in this one. Question number 4, the category is dramas. Gentlemen, question in. What 90s film is about a scheme to cover up a presidential scandal by producing a fake war?
Truly one of the most underrated movies of its era.
Absolutely is. And
Wait.
5, 4.
Wait, repeat the question.
He's going to be using one of his repeat the questions. What 90s film is about a scheme to cover up a presidential scandal by producing a fake war?
5.
There's 2 of those left.
4.
Thank you, Kalinowski.
3, 2, 1. And Jeff Sneider.
You got Wag the Dog?
That is correct. Kristian Harloff.
Wag the dog.
Correct.
That stall tactic may have worked for Harloff there.
Thank God. I have Argo first.
All right, guys. Your 5th question in the category of comedies. In what comedy would you hear the line, "Husband, wait a minute, what was all that 1 in a million talk?"
Half the crowd groaning, half the crowd happy with that, John.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Kristian Harloff.
That's something about Mary.
Incorrect. Jeff.
I also put There's Something About Mary.
Incorrect. We were looking for our 2 competitors, Dumb and Dumber.
How many matches have you won, Cops? You guys never won a match.
All right, Cops. Can someone check Copster's blood pressure?
We got a Back to the Future question, you're going to kill us.
Question 6, category is animated. Animated films. What is the name of the whale in Disney's Pinocchio?
This would be a tricky one for a lot of people. Everybody knows the whale. Not a lot of people know the name of the whale.
That's why we play it here, John. That's why we play it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And Jeff Sneider.
I put Blubber.
Incorrect.
Incorrect. Kristian Harloff.
I put Jumbo the Big Fuck.
Incorrect.
Nope.
We were looking for Monstro. Monstro the whale.
Man.
All right, guys.
It's a scary movie.
Your second to final question in the first round comes to you in the category of Oscar films. Jack Nicholson, Helen Hunt, and Greg Kinnear all received Oscar nominations for what 1990s film?
Do you remember the 90s, John?
Very, very foggy,
Oh.
to be honest with you.
You were probably in a tragically hip cover band, right?
You're not far off. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and Kristian Harloff.
Shut up, kids! Good as it gets.
Correct. For
Whoa,
1 point.
whoa. Challenge. Look at his board. Look at his board.
Good as it gets.
That looks like a fucking bee. Good as it bets. Good as it bets.
Oh, no, 1 second. Wait.
I quoted the movie.
Jeff Sneider, are you actually using this as your challenge?
No, as good as it
Okay.
gets.
He's not challenging. 2 points around the board for everybody.
What a filthy rat.
Tom.
Are you
All right.
challenging?
No, he's not.
All right. Someone keep Dagnino and his knee-high sweatpants away from the field of play. All right.
Just saying, look at the board. He didn't write ads either, the first word.
Jeff, you're either saying I'm challenging or you're not saying anything.
I'm not going to win cheap.
Okay.
I'm not going to win cheap. No challenge.
That's all right. Next time.
Let's go.
All right, let's do it. All right, final question in round 1, gentlemen. Category is horror thriller. Frank Darabont directed Thomas Jane in which movie based on a Stephen King story?
Jeff seemed really confident with that.
He's
Kristian,
very
taking a
confident.
moment. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and Kristian Harloff.
Missed.
Correct.
Missed.
Jeff also gets the miss,
Missed.
and we have
We're
a
tied.
tie game after round number 1.
Absolutely tie game.
Just found it.
All right.
All right, guys, and
So-
now we move into that dreaded wheel round in round number 2.
Yeah.
Ken, tell them the rules.
Absolutely, as the wheel is being brought onto the field of play. Round 2, as you know, can make or break your game. It's the wheel round. Competitors will spin from the category wheel. Each competitor gets 4 questions. Questions are worth 2 points. Multiple choice is available, but that
redoing the wheel
reduces
now?
the value of the question to 1
Take out
point.
scores and stuff.
If a
That's
competitor
impressive.
gives an incorrect answer, the opponent may steal. It is probably the most important round of the game, John.
All
Let's
right,
do this.
the score is tied, but Kristian Harloff, you are the higher ranked competitor. You have the choice. Would you like to spin first or second?
Yeah, I'm going to go first.
All right, go
Harloff's
ahead
gotta
and give
do
the
it.
wheel a good spin.
I mean, that's
There it goes.
spin is in. But I've seen stronger spins from Kristian.
And it's slowing down on fantasy sci-fi.
Yeah, I'll go with it.
All right,
go with
Kristian's
it.
going. All right, Kristian, your first question under the category of fantasy sci-fi. Who voiced Smaug and the Necromancer in the Hobbit films?
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Correct for 2 points. Your second question in fantasy sci-fi. In the sci-fi classic Logan's Run, nobody is allowed to live past what age?
30?
Correct for 2
Correct
points.
for 2 points.
All right, he thought about it for a second, decided to take a stab at it, and it worked. All right, your third question. Who played the pawn shop owner Jeebs in Men in Black?
Oh, shoot. Oh, it's going to kill me. Tony Shalhoub.
Correct for 2 points.
It did not kill him.
So he seems to have had a strategy to try not to go to those multiple choice, and it's paying off. All right, your final question.
Google glasses.
Who played Humphrey, Tristan's romantic rival in the movie Stardust?
Multiple choice.
All right, is it A, Henry Cavill, B, James McAvoy, C, Jamie Bell, D, Charlie Cox?
Charlie Cox?
Incorrect. Chance for a steal, Jeff Sneider.
Can you repeat the options?
A, Henry Cavill, B, James McAvoy, C, Jamie Bell, D, Charlie Cox.
Jamie Bell?
Incorrect. We were looking for Henry Cavill.
Henry Cavill.
All right, with that, Kristian Harloff takes a 6-point lead.
It's a good lead, but it is not a huge lead. Snyder's got a big round coming up.
Okay, Jeff.
He's a star. Yeah,
Good to go.
Your spin. There it
Spin
goes.
is in. The spin
Around the
is
table it goes.
in.
It's going to end on
Opponent's
choice.
Look at that,
this
John.
could be a game changer.
Crowd is on their feet. This could be a problem for Sneider.
All right, Kristian Harloff, you have the opportunity now to select the category that Jeff will go with. Which category are you picking?
I got two ways I can go here. I can knock you out of the park and give you comic book movies, or I can make it a fair fight and give you Quentin Tarantino.
Knock me out of
Well, we need an answer.
We need an answer in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Scores and soundtracks.
Scores and
soundtracks.
All right, 4 questions. All right, Jeff, your opponent has selected scores and soundtracks for you. 4 questions. First question in who composed the score for Road to Perdition, Finding Nemo, and Skyfall?
Thomas Newman.
That's correct for 2
Correct
points.
for 2 points.
Well done.
Question 2. In Perks of Being a Wallflower, what David Bowie song blasts as Patrick and Charlie drive through the tunnel while Sam stands up in the back of a pickup with their arms outstretched?
I'd use this word to describe the Lion's Den. Heroes.
All right.
Correct for 2 points.
Some would disagree, but the answer is right. Who composed the score for the action flicks Lethal Weapon, Die Hard, and License to Kill?
Multiple choice.
A. Michael Kamen. B. Dave Grusin. C. Randy Newman. D. Quincy Jones.
Michael Kamen.
That's correct for 1 point.
Wow, this has not worked out the way Kristian had hoped.
Final question. In 2017's Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, what song did Ego say was about himself and Peter?
Multiple choice.
A. Fox on the Run. B. Brandy. C. The Chain. D. Father and Son.
Father and Son.
Incorrect. Kristian for steal.
Fox on the Run.
Incorrect. Looking for Brandy.
I like that movie. I'm sorry. Here's the
Brandy.
boo.
Brandy by Looking Glass.
Yeah.
All right, John. 11-10 now. Coming
All right,
out of that
that's it
second
for
round.
round number 2. The wheel gets taken away, and it is as close as we thought it was going to be. We now move into round number 3. This is where the money is made.
Jeez. Tom, I need my manager to make this decision.
All right, John, we have a potential official challenge here. Tom Dagnino.
The manager in there discussing it
Yeah.
with them.
All right.
Because the wording of the question threw him off my answer, I am going to officially challenge.
He's going to officially
All right.
challenge.
So, Jeff Sneider has issued a challenge in this match. In conferring with a third judge, we have decided to uphold the challenge, and Jeff Sneider will be getting a new question.
Wow! Thank you, judges. Thank you.
It's a good move by having a manager. Now when people ask why you have a manager, I guess that's why you have a manager.
All right, Jeff, your fourth and final question. Besides the first two Terminator films, what other James Cameron movie had its score composed by Brad Fiedel?
Multiple choice.
A, The Abyss. B, True Lies. C, Aliens. D, Avatar.
True Lies.
That's correct,
Correct
for 1 point. Tie game.
That was a big challenge because that meant Schneider had now the opportunity. He tied the match.
Absolutely, absolutely. All right, guys, let us go into round 3. This is for all the marbles. You know the rules, but I'll explain it here. Competitors will pre-select from 20 categories. 20 categories. Each competitor will get 3 questions. Questions are worth 2, 3, and 5 points. There is no stealing in this round. It is a tie game, John. So the higher-ranked competitor will
Picks
go
their
first.
numbers first. Kristian, 3 numbers, please.
I'm gonna go 1, 5, and 3.
1, 5, and 3. Jeff Schneider, you're up.
12, 18, and 6.
Just your clarification, your second number was 18?
12, 18, and 6.
There we go, 12, 18, and 6.
All right, Jeff, you selected number 12. That corresponds to the category of crime. Crime. 2-point question. Sam Mendes directed which film that turned out to be the last feature film role of legend Paul Newman?
Road to Perdition.
That is correct.
For 2 points, Jeff goes into the lead. We now jump over to Kristian Harloff to try to tie the match. Kristian, the first number you selected was the number 1. That gives you the category of sports films.
Hi.
Your 2-point question under the category sports films. What sport is the focus in 2000's Bring It On?
Cheerleading.
Correct.
That's
for
correct,
2
tie
points.
All right, absolutely. Like the crowd said, go Toros. Jeff, you chose the number 18. That is the category of Tarantino films. Tarantino films. 3-point question. What wind instrument does Bill play while sitting outside the church where Beatrix is getting married?
A wind instrument, you said? Can you repeat the question?
What wind instrument does Bill play while sitting outside the church where Beatrix is getting married?
Harmonica.
That is incorrect. Incorrect. Looking for flute. Looking for flute. No steals, of course. There. All right.
All right, and we stick with Schneider now.
Yeah, I was going to say, isn't that a wood instrument, a flute? I mean, a flute is a wood instrument. You can Google that.
Are you challenging?
Challenge.
He's challenging. He is challenging, yeah.
It's going to officially
All right.
challenge.
All right, guys, because Jeff was successful in his challenge early in the match, he was allowed to issue another challenge. He did. The judges have conferred, and the ruling stands. The ruling stands. Jeff Sneider is now out of challenges. He won't be able to challenge again. All right, Kristian, you chose the number 5 for your 3-point category. That corresponds with the category of Arnie and Sly movies. For 3 points and the lead. Who played the model Ingrid that gets taken into protective custody by Marion Cobretti in the Stallone flick Cobra?
Shut up, JT, because you know as well as I do, it's Bridget Nielsen.
Correct for 3 points and the lead. All right, now we go back to Jeff Sneider's 5-pointer. If he misses this, Kristian Harloff will be the new #1 contender.
Absolutely. I will point out, Jeff is out of challenges.
Thank God,
at
huh?
this point. All right. Jeff, you chose the number 6. That is the category of Oscar movies. Oscar movies. 5-point question. What 2 actors won an Oscar for playing the same character?
What, repeat the question. I just want to make sure.
What 2 actors won an Oscar for playing the same character?
Marlon Brando and Robert De Niro.
That's correct.
Correct for 5 points and the lead. Jeff Sneider needed it. Jeff Sneider pulled it out of the bag. So it comes down to this. The third time in 3 matches today comes down to the final question. If Kristian Harloff correctly answers, he is the #1 contender. If he misses, Jeff Sneider continues his hot streak, and he will be the #1 contender. Kristian, for your 5-point question, you went boldly with the number 3. That corresponds with the category of scores and soundtracks. All right, Kristian, your 5-point question for the win. In Star Wars, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Crowd's on their feet, John.
For 5 points, here we go. What esteemed composer was nominated for an Academy Award for his score on the movie L.A. Confidential?
Damn it. I can hear the comments already. Jerry Goldsmith.
And your winner and #1 contender, Kristian, the Commissioner, Harloff!
John, that may have been one of the more contentious but amazing matches we've ever had here.
It was well played by both. Jeff Sneider, very strategic in using the challenge rule. Kristian hit a very difficult category at the end. He fought, he did, he pulled it out. And none of the audience, when he gave it to the audience, none of the audience knew if he had won or not. That was a remarkable finish.
Absolutely. We are going to go backstage right now with the Queen of the Jungle herself. Grace Hancock is with the winner and loser of this amazing match.
All right, hey guys, here we are with our unfortunate winner of this match, our new #1 contender, Kristian Harloff. Hey, buddy.
How's it going, Grace? First of all, I don't even know how you're here. Emma Fife is supposed to be standing here, yet you're here.
I guess homie lost her schedule. Unprofessional.
Sure. What do you got for me, Grace?
All right.
Yeah.
What's going on?
What do you mean?
Arnie and Sly? Scores and soundtracks.
Come on. Let me start right here.
Come on. A lot of weird wording, a lot of weird challenges.
The challenges are on your boy. That guy's challenges whether or not
is
this my car challenge.
He's getting shady.
What I will tell you is this: when both of those came up, I said, "Fuck."
Oh yeah, I bet you did.
I'm telling you, because when I was sitting there and I'm like, because I knew it. When I heard that Jerry Goldsmith question, I said, I either missed this, and then they go, oh, you knew it, blah, 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 blah.
You're going to throw your own match just to try to clear your name?
That's kind of where it came down to. It was either junk it, get it wrong, and them going, oh, he knew it, but he blew it, or take the comments and bring it on.
All right, well...
it was a good match.
It was a good match. I think my disappointment is clear, but it was a good match.
It was a good match.
It was pretty close. There was a lot of going back and forth. And now you're a #1 contender. You're going to be going up against somebody later on this year. How do you feel about that?
I mean, in August, like I said, I legitimately don't want to do this. I've been trying to step back and not do this for a while here, but I can't. I've gotten lucky. And so now
he's gotten lucky.
I've gotten lucky. So this is your last interview you're ever doing, by the way. So it is going to be myself against either Reilly, Murrell, or Rocha. I got to be honest. I think that I'm pulling for Rocha here.
Yeah.
Because I owe him.
You owe him what?
I owe him. He's beaten me once before. He's the only guy that I haven't beat that's beaten me before. So I'd like to see Rocha get the strap.
Okay.
But now, because I just said that, I am not going to be able to at least look at the questions when I do the match, when I call the match.
Oh, well, I think that would be a good start.
Right, but anyway.
All right,
it was
well,
good.
Mr. Harloff, the commissioner, congratulations.
Thank you, Grace.
Good game.
Right.
We're looking forward to you contending for that title.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
I couldn't even get it out. All right, guys, so here we are with my boys, the Lion's Den. That was not our most shiny moment.
That's not our fault.
This is the biggest joke in history. The biggest joke. And we have somebody who wants to talk about it. His name is Mark Antrico.
I've tried to be the nice lion for a very long time, and now I'm fucking pissed. The whiteboard. Write the title of the movie. Spelling doesn't count, but write the title. As good as it gets. Not good as it gets. The as in that title isn't like the in The Exorcist. Right. It's the first. The movie is alphabetized under the letter A. So that's bullshit.
Correct.
And in Guardians 2, Ego says to Peter, this song, Brandy, is about me and your mother.
Right.
He says what the question is. Later he says, we're like the sailors in this song, but never once does he say it's a song about us, because then it would be about his father having him and Dragon having sex with him.
Correct.
Which is weird.
Which is very weird.
In some circles.
It's like the judges were against us from the very top.
Well, the rules need to be consistent rules. These fly-by-night rules where we'll change it after that isn't fair, because this has nothing to do with the win. I'm annoyed because it's my team, but I have fought for other people when they're
well, it's also that,
like that.
It's also that one time Campy screwed you on the same thing.
Oh, it's happened twice.
Yeah.
It's happened to me. It happened when they mispronounced John Huston's name as the director of Vanity. They're like, John Hudson.
Absolutely.
I'm like, stop. Who the fuck is John Hudson?
We just keep getting screwed.
Do your research. It's so frustrating.
Can I get
All right.
Guys.
Jeff.
Listen, there's a whole bunch of stuff I could complain about. My first spin and Kristian stopping the spin because it was a garbage spin. Who is he to decide this?
Again.
And then I get to spin again, and it's opponent's choice. Oh, well, what do you know? So he had that advantage, okay? He picked scores and soundtracks. He thought that was going to be a weakness. Turns out I got as many points as him in the second round.
Yeah, you killed it.
Here's another thing. You Google flute. Everyone pull out your iPhone and type in the word flute, and you know what comes up? Flute. Wood instrument.
I'll tell you what.
Doesn't say flute, wind instrument.
Let me tell you what. There's a lot of wood instruments deciding stuff.
The flute that he is playing in Kill Bill is a throwback to him when he did Kung Fu, which is a hand-carved wood instrument. So it's not technically a flute. It's a woodwind that he made into a flute. So what they should have said is woodwind to be more specific. That would have been the right answer.
I don't know who's writing these questions, but I'm pissed. I thought I was as good, if not better, than Kristian Harloff today. His last answer was very impressive. I thought he was going to miss it. He pulled it out of his ass somehow. Good for him. But, I may have left some points on the first round, left some points on the table in the first round.
Right.
But this is
then
a crushing
you started
disappointment.
to warm up.
I gotta keep talking. I'm gonna be the heel the whole time today. This is not to take away from what Kristian did. Kristian's super smart and super good at this, but having him say spin again while he's a contestant, that should have been thrown out. For any team and any player, the rules need to be consistent, and the rules need to be the rules for everyone. I didn't know until today when you spun opponent's choice. I'm like, well, that was his first spin. Can't he spin again? Every time I've competed, I've never been told that if it lands on opponent's choice on your first spin, you can't spin again. The rules need to be spelled out clearly to make it a fair playing field.
Defense stock bottom line, there's something rotten in Denmark here. Sly and Arnie, scores and soundtracks?
Yeah.
I'm leading an investigation.
And then when Campy led with the Star Wars question, I thought he was serious because I was like, oh, here's another layup for Harloff.
Right.
You know what? We got cheated, bottom line. Okay? Yes, exactly. Which I wouldn't expect anything more from the commissioner.
Correct.
I'm going to come back stronger than ever, Grace.
Yeah, guys.
You have my word.
This is not going to break us. This is not going to discourage us. We're not afraid of these bullshit kind of wishy-washy rules.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, now we're pissed and we're going to come back stronger than ever.
The only way people can beat us is when they cheat. That's it.
Definitely cheap. Definitely shady maneuverings going on today.
So, Jeff, you will always be our champion.
Thank you.
Great game today. You still have the belts. Thank you guys so much. Back to you.
I promise you, boys. I give my word. The title's coming home to here.
horsemen for life. That's right. For life.
I want the best of the best to win every single week, and I want to face the absolute best of the best to win this belt. If they take it from me, I want it to be fair and square. I want to face the best of the best.
And your winner,
Glad to go in the tournament, work my way back up. Either way, I want another shot at the belt. I'll go the long way, I'll take the shortcut, it doesn't matter.
This is my destiny. This is what people need to understand. And I want all the records. I want all the belts. I want all the records.
And your winner, and the new
I'm not scared of anybody. You line them up, I knock them down. That's how it works. I beat a murderer's row to get here. Whoever's coming up, JTE, yeah, great, bring him on. Who else you got? Reilly, I beat him twice already. You line him up, I knock him down. That's how it works.
This outlaw that thinks he's some kind of cowboy, that rides in on some pink felt horse and has friends that call himself Four Horsemen, doesn't deserve to wear that belt.
So only God can destroy me, Reilly. And no histrionics or yelling or showing off for the cameras is going to do you any good once we get inside that cage, my friend. It's you and me for 5 rounds, if you even make it that far.
And your winner,
I beat you twice already.
I'm shocked, and I beat you
get
once.
Dan next. For a year, I fought my ass off to get a shot at Dan, and I beat him.
I don't make those decisions, but I'm happy to take you and Murrell on.
You want to do this?
That's
the
fine.
triple threat. For a year, I've been fighting my ass off to be a champion, and I got there, and I beat Dan Murrell. I beat Dan Murrell 3 times. I beat Mark Reilly 3 times. There's no way I don't deserve a shot, a rematch at that belt again. So he's going to give me a shot at that belt at Collider Collision. We're going to make this a triple threat. It's ridiculous that I lost this belt on a fluke to Mark Reilly, and I want my belt back. I want that belt. Harloff, are you listening, Commissioner? I want that belt.
I will be competing. I will be here. I will be ready to play. I don't care if I have to play from the beginning, if I have to come in at the end. It doesn't matter. I will be ready to win. I like being the champ, and if I can be the champ on more than one front, I'm happy to do it. I want that belt back, and I'm going to get it.
Listen, Mark Reilly, it's the Outlaw with The Rock, the great one, Dwayne Johnson. Dwayne, tell me what I'm going to do to them.
Here's what he's going to do. He's going to raise his right hand, then he's going to raise his left hand, then he's going to lay it to smack it down on both your candy asses. Not once, not twice, not 3 times, not 4 times, 6, about 12 times. It's okay, I failed math. Fuck it. About 12 times, he's gonna lay it to smack it down on your candy asses. Screen Junkies, Collider,
Yeah,
right?
Dan Murrell, Mark Reilly.
Yeah, but I don't give a fuck what their
That's
names
right.
are.
Pretenders to the throne.
Yes, he's gonna kick your ass and he's gonna remain the champion.
Down, the big one still to come. We're rejoined, of course, at the table by the victor and the new #1 contender, Kristian Harloff. Kristian, just your quick thoughts on the match there.
I'll tell you, man, when I was sitting up there, and I said it in the post with that scoundrel Grace, I was back there when I got that question. I knew it. I heard all those freaking comments, and I said, you know what? I was always taught, go in, fight, win it, and win. Don't worry about what other people say. So I won the match.
Well, you know, you're on a terrific hot streak right now. We're looking forward to seeing what you do. But now the big question is, who are you going to be competing against? And we've got a match coming up now. You mentioned it earlier. The only 3 people to hold the title in this league going at it all at once. I don't think there's ever been a match other than because obviously I'm biased, the Star Wars match in Orlando. I can't ever remember a match being this excited for a match than I am about this three-way.
I mean, the crowd alone here, they're all excited about it. They're talking about it. These are the 3 best that have ever played the game. They are the 3 best. I mean, you look at Mark Reilly, the current champion, who was the first person to ever hold the title, won that tournament back in 2014, wins 4 straight matches, defends it against JTE, and then he loses it to who? Dangerous Dan Murrell. Dan Murrell then goes on to become this dominating Mike Tyson-like force that's just ripping through people, and he had 2 title defenses and spectacular, and it looked like no one was going to beat him. Enter John Rocha. John Rocha then beats Dan Murrell, and then Reilly takes the title back from Rocha, and this is the last way to end this whole thing. And what I can also tell you guys is the stipulation here, because Rocha kind of did force his way into it a little bit, but because of what he did for the league, what Murrell did for the league, they got the immediate rematch. And what is going to happen, whoever loses this match tonight, whichever 2 competitors lose, they will have to win 3 straight matches before they even get a shot at another title shot.
And that's a huge, so there's so much to gain in this match and a lot to lose.
There's a lot. Ken.
I'm so excited. I decided to fly the center seat on this coach flight back to LA. This is why I'm here. This is great. I absolutely love it, guys. These, like I said, these are some of the founding fathers, building blocks of this league, and this is the one to this is like the gods coming down from Earth to fight and eventually lose to Wonder Woman.
Well, we're going to find out who's going to be deemed the champion in just a little bit here, and we're going to show you guys how it all came to be right now.
Well, here we are. It's all come down to this. The 3 best people in the Schmoedown, in the history of the Schmoedown, top of the mountain, Mount Rushmore, here today, playing in one match.
No, I've been dancing with Mark Reilly and with Dan Murrell for a long time now. I'm 6-1 against those guys, teams and singles. Any variation you want. I wiped the floor with both of them. Reilly got lucky because I forgot some actress has been in 1,000 movies. I didn't recognize the character actress, and he beat me. If you know the Outlaw, the worst thing you can do is beat the Outlaw, because all he does is come back more focused, more driven, more angry.
I'm hungry, you know. I came in here, I had a good showing at the free-for-all, didn't take it. Played Rocha and Kristian, played a good game, didn't take it. Played a good title match against Rocha, didn't take it. I'm tired of not winning. I'm here to do what I do best, and that's win.
I've beaten Rocha. I haven't beaten Dan Murrell. Dan Murrell is a champion. He always will be. He's one of the best competitors that ever played the game. But that's one of those guys that I want to beat.
I can't imagine a better match between 3 titans than myself, Reilly, and Rocha. I won the belt from Reilly. Rocha took the belt from me. Reilly took the belt from Rocha. I think this is the only way to settle this question, is have the 3 of us play one-on-one, may the best man win.
It's time to find out who the best is. And I think you know inside, places you don't want to talk about, you know who the best is. When you wake up your girlfriends at 3 a.m. and you're sweating, you're like Rocky before the match, I just want to make it to the final round. Well, baby doll, I don't have that problem. I sleep peacefully like a baby because I know who the best is, and I'm going to prove it today.
No one else in this league can claim what I have. 2 belts. I am a 2-time champion. Nobody else. I haven't seen a single competitor coming up the chain yet. I see Murrell. I see Rocha. That's who I see. And that's why we're playing. And that's why I'm excited.
Mark Reilly, Outlaw John Rocha, I got something to say to you. The last few matches, you know what I did? I got lost in the stage lights. I got distracted. I got distracted by the spectacle. I got distracted by the t-shirts. I got distracted by the new moral order and the smashing of the glasses. Well, you know what? That is over. That time is done. I got the glasses back. I'm wearing the same thing that I won the first time I played this game, and that means that I'm not here to be funny. I'm not here to put on a show. I'm not here to build a faction. I'm here to win, and that's what I'm going to do.
Dan and Mark, you were great champions. You had your time. But your time is over. It's time for the Outlaw. It's time for the 4 Horsemen to rule this competition once and for all.
All right, guys. It's the final countdown. Murrell, Rocha, I have a lot of respect for you. This is going to be one hell of a match. I'm here. I'm bringing my best game. I know you guys are bringing your best game. And for that, bring it on. I cannot wait. Schmoedown is the match for the ages right here.
Can you dig it, sucker? What's up, guys? This is Booker T, and this week on the Schmoedown, this is the main event. Triple threat action for the Schmoedown Championship. I'm talking about Reilly, the two-time champion and reigning champion, versus Rocha versus Murrell. Now, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be perfect. This is 1-on-1, 2-on-2, 3-on-3 triple threat competition, man. I'm talking about pressure. Reilly, you're gonna have to go back to the man that you were back in 2014. You're gonna have to bring it, man. You're gonna have to, what's the song? I play to win. You're gonna have to do it, man. Oh, but Rocha. Let me tell you something, man. Rocha's hungry, man. He's real hungry, but he's coming off of a loss last Tuesday, but he can get himself back together. He's gonna have to do it. He's gonna have to do it, and he's gonna have to do it quick with biopics and dramas. He's the best at that. If he can do that, we may be looking at a new champion, dog. And then there is Dangerous Dan. Oh my goodness. Dangerous Dan. We haven't seen this man since he lost the title. But let me tell you something. Like that movie. He's got that eye. He's got that eye of the tiger, man. He can do it. But let me tell you something. It's like one of those wrestling matches, man. He's going to have to make this thing a Donnybrook. He's going to have to make it a free fall. And we might see a new champion, perhaps. But for me, if I had to put my money on it, I'm going with Rocha, baby. I'm going with Rocha all the way. The new Schmoedown champion in the Schmoedown! Hey guys, this is Booker T, 5-time champ. Every Sunday, downloading new episodes of Reality of Wrestling. Reality of Wrestling. Reality of Wrestling. Hey guys, check it out on YouTube every Sunday. And like I always say, now can you dig that, sucker?
All right, so there you go. I mean, you see Rocha, he's running his mouth. That's what Rocha does best. Reilly and Murrell, you saw a little bit of that behind the scenes. They have a good mutual respect. These are former teammates, by the way.
Yes, they are.
And they have a mutual respect for each other. There's no trash talking this time around between Reilly and Murrell. It's about Rocha. Rocha.
With Rocha, it usually is about Rocha.
It is, and he's also on a mission right now because it's only been 3 days since he lost his bid to try to get those team titles back, and I wonder how's that going to affect him.
Well, it's not just that, but I can tell you it has eaten at him. Now, we know when he lost to Baby Carrots, that was a tough loss for him. Losing the title to Mark Reilly, not having yet. Rocha doesn't think his mission's done yet. He knows he never defended that title. It has sat in his mouth ever since.
And then
he
the
has
team
been
title
wanting
bid,
this. Absolutely.
It is, and it's funny because he and Murrell not having the greatest of years. Murrell lost the championship. Murrell lost that bout with me and Rocha.
Right.
And he's not having the greatest year. Someone who is, Mark Reilly. He won. He beat his partner Clark Wolf. He beat Sam Levine, and he beat Rocha. So he's coming off a high point. I'm ready to get going.
This is the best of the best.
All right, so Ken, are you ready to go?
I'm absolutely ready to go.
All right, here's the tail of the tape. As you see, John Rocha. His strengths are biopics, Oscar movies, and talking until he falls asleep. And then you have Dangerous Dan Murrell. Strengths are Spielberg movies, Oscar movies, and staring into your soul. And then finally, the champion, Mark Yodi Reilly. You've got Star Wars movies, comic book movies, and the best hair in the business. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, after that, I'm ready to go.
Let's get this thing started.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Movie Trivia Schmoedown! 5 rounds for the championship of the world.
Introducing first, representing the Four Horsemen with a record of 6 wins, 3 defeats. He is the 2016 Ultimate Schmoedown finalist, the former Movie Trivia Schmoedown team champion, and the former Movie Trivia Schmoedown singles champion, the Outlaw, John Rocha! Oh, walking out. Oh, wait, team action. Team action. He's fighting team action. Natasha just kicked the crap out of team action. Wonder Woman just kicked the crap out of team action. And Rocha making a nice, that's a different.
Nice entrance for Rocha.
Nice entrance there from.
Noticeably absent is the Rocha mask.
There was no Rocha mask. There's no
today.
Rocha, no horseman, no suit. Just appears with Wonder Woman.
Let's have some fun, people. Let's go. Schmoedown. Let's make it happen.
All right, look at that. Rocha pumping up the crowd.
Ken, great to see you, Ken.
John?
Let's keep the barbs above the board.
Okay.
Great to see you.
You know, when a man in jeans and a vest tells me that, I believe it. Let's do it.
Coming out next, representing Screen Junkies with a record of 5 wins, 1 defeat. He is the 2016 Schmoedown Player of the Year and the former Movie Trivia Schmoedown Champion of the World, Dangerous Dan Murrell! Right to the desk. He is right to the desk. He wants
ready.
He's not playing in the crowd. He wants nothing to do with it.
You cannot overstate how big of a role Dan Murrell has played in building this entire league and what he has done for it. As its champion. You know he wants that belt
He
back.
wants us to stop talking and just answer the question. That's what he wants right now.
Impressive entrance.
And finally, representing the Wolves of Steel.
Yes.
With a record of 9 wins, 3 defeats, and 3 knockouts. He is the 2014 Ultimate Schmoedown winner and the 2-time champion, the reigning, defending, undisputed Movie Trivia Schmoedown champion of the world, Mark Yodi Reilly! Champion is here. There he is. Coming out with the lightsaber and the Jedi robe. The champion is here, looking straight down the barrel.
And again, absent is his normal Superman motif.
Yeah. He's banded that for a little bit now. He kind of switches it up. It's helped him since he's done it.
It has helped him. You know what? It's funny to say, but I can't remember heading into a title match here at the Schmoedown.
Thank you,
oh,
sir.
here it comes.
Okay.
Where the champion has been this much of an underdog. If you follow the polls online, what people have been saying, a lot of people don't believe that he can do it, but he's the champion for a reason, folks.
He's the player of the year right now. I mean, the guy has won 3 in a row, and then he's beaten John Rocha, and now he's really here to beat Dan Murrell also to prove that he can beat both these guys.
Absolutely.
So, round number 1 is going to work like this. The competitors will get 8 questions. They will all write it down. They will reveal it when it is time to reveal it. They have 15 seconds to answer. You guys remember the JTE rule. 3 times during the match, you can ask to repeat a question. You can challenge. If it gets overturned, ask Jeff Sneider. It will you can overturn it. However, if it doesn't get overturned, you lose your challenge.
Yeah.
If you answer all 8 questions correct in the first round, you'll get a bonus question worth 1 point.
Yeah.
All right.
Wait.
Yeah.
Something's in my head. I'm sorry. Something's in my hat.
What is that?
Oh, shit. Well, it's been a while.
He's bringing it out.
It's been a while.
It has been a while since he's done this.
Now, this is for those of you who never joined. This is the first time
So
watching.
you can't see, right?
Yeah.
I can't see.
You can't see. Okay,
First
good.
time watching, nothing, and this is a sequel to 50 Shades. This is actually John Rocha.
Natasha, I might need you again.
John Rocha.
All right. Now we saw him use this tactic before. It helped him focus. It helped him get the win over you, actually.
He absolutely did. Okay, so Dan Murrell, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
John Rocha, are you ready?
Oh, I'm so ready.
The champion, Mark Reilly, are you ready?
Ready.
Then let's get ready to Schmoedown! 5 rounds. rounds for the Schmoedown Championship of the world. All right, here we go, gentlemen. First category in a category of animated films. Which comedian voiced comic book fan and team mascot Fred in Big Hero 6?
Now, of course, Roga's going to have to
adjust
them and see what he's writing down.
5, 4, 3, 2,
probably not right.
1. Pens down, Dan Murrell.
TJ Miller?
Correct for 1 point. Mark Reilly.
TJ Miller.
Correct, John Rocha.
TJ Miller.
Look at that.
Correct, across the board.
There we go. Okay.
Wow.
John.
Great start.
All right, guys, your second question comes to you in the form of the category comedy.
Oh, I hate this category.
In this 2013 comedy, Seth Rogen, Jay Baruchel, James Franco, and others star as themselves during the apocalypse.
I thought the apocalypse was that last match from Finstock. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. The champion.
This is the end.
Correct. Rocha.
This is the end.
Correct. Dan.
This is the end.
There you go. All right.
Did you expect anything else? Perfect across the board so far.
Here we go. Drama. A character called Buggin' Out gets upset when a pizzeria wall of fame doesn't represent black actors in what landmark drama/comedy?
Jay, come help me.
My picture's up at 4 pizzerias.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, please. And John Rocha.
Do the right thing.
Correct. Dan Murrell.
I just wrote I still Piston and Draco.
All right.
Oh!
And Reilly.
Do the right thing.
There you go.
Correct.
Dan Murrell now drops down. Reilly and Rocha get a 1 point.
Reilly and Rocha take out into the lead.
All right. That means absolutely nothing. Here we go, John. You're up.
All right, guys. Your fourth question comes to you in the form of action-adventure. In which film in the Jurassic Park franchise are we introduced to the Indominus Rex?
That's a deep cut.
Yeah.
It's a deep one.
That's a deep cut.
They're all writing down, though, pretty quickly. They seem to know what they're doing.
That's also
5.
what my
Can I use a
doctor
lifeline,
says
Perry?
I have, John.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Dan Murrell.
Jurassic World.
Correct. Reilly.
It's a good movie. Jurassic World.
You got it. And Rocha.
Oh, Jurassic World sucks.
Yeah,
All right. They all get it.
Reilly and Rocha have not missed yet.
All right.
Category of horror/thriller. What gory 2005 horror movie sees travelers Josh, Paxton, and Ollie drawn unwittingly into a deadly game after being lured into a Slovakian hotel by prostitutes? I can't believe I got that out.
I can't believe that actually happened to me.
I was going to say, I thought you lived that.
Yeah, that's based on my life.
20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reilly.
I put The Sandlot, but then crossed it out and put Hostel.
That is correct. John Rocha.
Hostel.
That's correct. Dan Murrell.
Hostel.
There you go.
All right, again, across the board.
5, 4. Wow. Okay, next question.
All right, guys, now we move into the category of fantasy sci-fi. Rinko Kikuchi plays Mori, the female co-pilot, in what Guillermo del Toro film?
Oh, Dennis.
5.
Dennis, goddammit.
No,
3, 2, 1. Pens down. Rocha.
Pacific Rim.
Correct. Dan.
Sucks.
Dan.
Pacific Rim is awesome.
That's right. Reilly.
No, Pacific Rim sucks.
All right.
And there's a bit of a film criticism debate going on up at the table.
Next category in the category of famous directors. Famous directors. Who directed the Al Pacino tour de force Serpico?
These are the types of questions that separate the good players from the great ones.
Is tour de force a force skill?
That was a bike race.
All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, please. Reilly, pen down. And Murrell.
Sidney Lumet.
That's correct. Reilly.
Now there's just a bunch of things here that are wrong.
Okay. Rocha.
Sidney Lumet.
Correct. Rocha.
Still has not missed. So
Rocha has the opportunity here for a perfect first round.
if Rocha gets this question right, he has a chance for an extra point.
All right, guys. Your final question in round number 1 comes to you in the category of movie quotes. What 2004 comedy features the line, "It's terrible. She has beautiful eyes and her hair smells like cinnamon"? Five,
4, 3, 2, 1. Pen down, Rocha. All right, here we go, and we've got Dan Murrell.
I'm in a glass cage of emotion. Anchorman.
That's right.
Correct.
That's correct. Reilly.
Nothing.
Nothing. Rocha.
Damn it. No, nothing. I put
All
dumb
right,
in.
so he
I
missed.
put dumb
All right,
in.
he missed a perfect
Dan
round.
comes
What a
back.
round. Dan comes back and ties Rocha 7-7. The champion is only
God, I
down
love
by
that movie,
1
too. Shit.
point here. And now we get to round number 2.
Couldn't you talk about blueberry hair or something?
Here we go. Round number 2. Going to work like this. Each competitor will get a chance to spin the wheel. If it lands on something that they don't like, they can spin again. They have to go with what they land on the second time around, unless, of course, it lands on opponent's choice in the first time. They have to stick with what they get. And they will be worth 2 points apiece. You can opt for multiple choice. Now, the other 2 competitors will have whiteboards. They will write down the question in order to steal. So if the competitor misses, the other 2 competitors will have a chance to steal at the very end of the question. Dan Murrell, you are tied with Rocha, but you are the higher ranked competitor at number 1. Would you like to spin first, or go second, or even third?
Oh wow, that's a hell of a choice. I'll get out of the way. I'll go first.
Yeah. All right.
Dan's
Dan
gonna go.
Dan's showing off that confidence.
Give it
he's
a good
known
spin.
for.
I was respect you as a champion.
Sometimes it's good to put pressure on your opponent.
There's the big spin by Dan. Dan needs a big
There it
spin.
goes.
What's he going to
Spin is
land on?
in. Spin is in.
What's he going to land on here?
It starts to slow down.
I can tell you I know
Sort
what
of.
Reilly and Rocha want him to do.
And it's going to land on
Horror thriller. He's going to stay with horror thriller or spin again, Dan?
See, the steal thing complicates things as I move the desk.
Yeah.
Because I know how much he knows about horror thriller. But that means he could also knock Rocha out. Oh boy. I can't be foolhardy enough to take his specialty. I got to spin again.
All right. This is why he's a champion.
Yeah.
He thinks it through. He looks at all the angles.
Sound logic.
Yeah.
Showed his work like a 4th grade kid in math.
Yeah, there you go. All right, so what's it
So
going to
now
land
he
on here?
will be compelled to take whatever category he lands on now.
Where's that going to land? Where's that going to land? It's going to...
Oh!
Spinner's choice for Dan Murrell. What a move there by Dan.
Paid off. Dan's got a big choice here, guys.
Almost got that horror thriller again.
Yeah.
Biopics.
I believe I will take comic book movies.
Comic book movies. John Rocha, Mark Reilly, when Dan is answering, you guys write down. Dan is not writing down right now. You guys are writing down, and if he misses, then you will have the chance to steal.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Dan Murrell, your first question in the category of comic book movies. What is the name of Loki's army in the Avengers?
The Chitauri.
That's correct. For 2 points. Dan Murrell getting 9 points there. All right, Dan. In which Eastern European country was Magneto hiding in at the beginning of X-Men Apocalypse?
X-Men Apocalypse.
Correct.
Almost tripped up there. I'm going to take multiple choice on that one.
Is it A, East Germany, B, the Czech Republic, C, Poland, D, Romania?
Poland?
Correct for 1 point.
right.
Dan Murrell there. Okay, so two more questions for Dan.
Danny boy.
Dan, who played the Green Goblin in The Amazing Spider-Man 2?
Dane DeHaan.
For 2 more points,
2
Dan
more
Murrell.
points.
All
He
right.
is not letting this go back to his opponents for possible steals.
All right, your final question. Who directed The Green Lantern? Five.
Martin Campbell.
2 points for Dan Murrell.
Pulled that one out.
Wow, Dan Murrell with a great round there, getting off to 14, 6, 7. Reilly and Rocha need to have strong second rounds here. John, you are up here. Go ahead. Do you want to spin the wheel, or do you want Reilly to spin?
No, Riley, you spin.
All right, he's giving it to
All right,
Reilly.
it's going over to Reilly.
Champ goes first.
Well,
Respect.
no, second.
Respect, courtesy.
Big spin. Spin is in. Spin is in. Reilly needs something really good here, Harloff.
Yep. Horror thriller. All right.
Somewhat.
All right, here we go.
Are you sure?
Horror thriller. Mark Reilly choosing and keeping horror thriller. Okay.
Your first question, Mark. Donald Pleasance's character in Halloween, Dr. Sam Loomis, shares a name with a character from what classic 60s chiller?
Psycho.
For 2
Correct
points.
for 2
Champion
points.
there. Okay.
All right, Mark, your second category under the category, your second question under the category of horror. Who plays the great vampire killer Peter Vincent in the 1985 film Fright Night?
Five, 4, 3.
Multiple choice.
Is it A, John Hurt, B, Roddy McDowell, C, Christopher Lloyd, D, David Warner?
Roddy McDowell.
Correct for 1 point.
Mark Reilly playing tough here.
Your third question in the category of horror. Which 1980 horror film stars Adrienne Barbeau as local radio DJ Stevie Wayne?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Multiple choice.
Is it A, The Fog, B, Friday the 13th, C, The Amityville Horror, or D, The Entity?
The Fog.
Correct for 1 point.
Reilly having a nice fight here, so his final
Good.
question.
Editing, man.
Final question here.
Your final question in the category of horror.
Go get him.
Which 1981 thriller stars John Travolta as a sound technician who secretly records a political assassination?
No. Multiple choice.
Is it A, Body Heat, B, Blowout, C, Nighthawks, D, Death Hunt?
Nighthawks.
Incorrect.
For the chance to steal. So you guys have write it down, Rocha. You should have done it already. You have 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3. All right. So Dan, what do you have? Show me.
B, blowout.
And
that's correct.
Rocha.
B, blowout.
So
correct. 1 point each.
Murrell steals. Rocha steals. So 15-8. Reilly had a decent round there.
Yeah.
Needed multiple choice, but now it goes to John Rocha.
Yeah.
John Rocha, give it a spin.
Oh boy. Okay.
Big spin here.
I've seen a blindfolded man spin a wheel at a club in Vegas I shouldn't have been at.
That was good. That's good.
There it is.
All right, it's a good
There's
spin. And it's going to land on
No.
Spinner's choice. Spinner's choice for Rocha. I bet you I know where he's going. I'll bring it up now.
Yes. Biopics.
Biopics it is.
biopics.
Biopics it is. John Rocha could have a
God, help me,
serious
please.
round here. A serious
Stay in
big
contention.
This is big. Here we go. John Rocha,
Yep.
for your first question.
Yep.
Who played the title role in the 1996 film Evita?
Madonna.
For 2 points, John Rocha tying up Reilly.
Don't cry for me, Argentina.
All right, who plays the brilliant mathematician who studies under G.H. Hardy in 2016's The Man Who Knew Infinity?
I'm sorry, can you repeat the question again?
That's one of your repeats?
Yeah, I know.
Who plays the brilliant mathematician who studies under G.H. Hardy in 2016's The Man Who Knew Infinity?
God, I think I know, but I want to go multiple choice.
Is it A, Dev Patel, B, Ethan Embry, C, Tom Holland, D, Asa Butterfield?
Dev Patel.
For 1 point,
Correct.
John Rocha now overpassing
God, I
Reilly.
had a feeling. Damn it.
All right.
It's all right.
2 more
I'll stay
questions
alive.
for John Rocha. The 1993 film Shadowlands stars Anthony Hopkins as which famous author?
Ooh, you know what? Fuck it. You got to take chances in life. God damn it. C.S. Lewis?
For 2 points, John Rocha.
I love that movie.
All right.
That movie does not get enough credit. That
This
is a
is
damn
it.
good movie.
Your last question here, Rocha, to get
Right, every
within
time.
1 point of Dan Murrell. Who directed the 1990 crime thriller Bugsy, starring Warren Beatty and Annette Bening?
Barry Levinson.
For 2 points,
Wow.
John Rocha has just tied Dan Murrell. So Murrell and Rocha are head-to-head, and Reilly needs to catch up here in the third round. All right, round number 3, it's the betting round. So it's going to work like this. Dan Murrell is tied with Rocha, so he is going to spin. Wherever it lands on, the competitors will bet upwards to 3 points. The lowest they can bet is 0, 3 points. And they will be asked a question, and it is the round that counts. Gentlemen, are you ready to go? Dan Murrell.
Yep, let's
Give
do
it a spin.
Dan heads back over to the wheel.
He's just so calm, cool, and collected when he plays.
He is. He wants this. I can see
Yeah,
it in
he
Dan's
does.
face.
He wants. He's looking to get that belt back. And it's going to land on drama.
Drama.
All right, so gentlemen, you've heard that the category is drama. How many points do you want to bet on drama? Please go ahead and place your bets. Place your bets.
The key point in the game, Kristian, because if you go big, you could go home. So, but that warm middle, John, that could hurt you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, are you ready?
Yep.
All right. In what 2006 movie stars Emma Thompson as a writer, Queen Latifah as her assistant, and Will Ferrell as the main character? Man, they're all writing down feverishly here.
Feverishly.
Yep. They'll feel they got a
Blindfold
beat
is
on it.
up.
Yep. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Mark Reilly, how many points?
2.
And you bet.
Stranger Than Fiction.
Yes, that's correct. 2 points for Mark Reilly. All right, Rocha.
Yeah.
You bet. How many
2 points.
2 points.
Stranger
And
Than Fiction.
2 more points for Rocha. Dan Murrell, you bet.
2 points.
And you chose.
Stranger Than Fiction.
2 more points. So we're right back where we started here. 5-point lead for both Murrell and Rocha. Reilly now, the speed round is going to have to be big for Reilly.
I think he made a strategic error there. He's down by 5. He needed to put down 3 points, regardless of how comfortable he was with that category. Now he's made up no ground.
He made no ground so far, but we'll see. Let's see how this speed round turns out to be.
Speed round, he can take it all.
All right, guys, it's the speed round. We are going to have 5 questions. 5 questions here in the speed round. Each question is worth 1 point apiece. However, if they buzz in, they will have 2 seconds to answer the question. If they don't get it right, they will lose a point. So, you guys ready to go?
Yep. Ready.
All right, here we go, guys. Molly Ringwald's first starring role was as Samantha in which teen? Reilly.
16 Candles.
That's correct,
Correct.
for 1 point. All right, Reilly catching a little ground.
All right. Guys, your second question. Forrest Gump goes into the shrimping business to honor what fallen comrade?
Rocha.
John Rocha.
Bubba.
Correct.
1 point. Rocha taking the lead there. Okay. Name an actress that plays one of the wives in the 2005 drama Brokeback Mountain.
Dan Murrell.
Michelle Williams.
There you go. 1 point for Murrell, tying it up with Rocha.
All right, guys, your fourth question. What is the first name of Uma Thurman's character in the Tarantino film Pulp Fiction?
Who was that? Rocha.
Oh,
1,
shit.
2. Lost point for Rocha. It was.
It was Mia.
Yeah.
All right, so Rocha loses a point there, buzzes in. He did that in the other match.
I thought
Here we go.
Beatrix.
Last question here. Last question. Damn it. Who played the President of the United States in the film Deep Impact? Murrell.
Morgan Freeman.
For 1 point.
Correct.
Murrell now goes up by 2 points here after that speed round. Movie fights paid off. You can see that. It's that speed round Murrell is really good in. All right,
Dan.
ladies and gentlemen, it is the 5th and final round, the championship round. It's going to work like this. The competitors are going to pick 3 numbers from 1 to 20. First one will be worth 2 points. Second one is 3 points. Third one is 5 points. Dan Murrell, you have a 2-point lead. Please choose 3 numbers from 1 to 20.
1, 8, and 16.
1, 8, and 16. John Rocha, you're second in command here.
3, 6, and 9.
3, 6, 9. Mark Reilly.
Go after a very special date of April 11th, so 4 and 11 and 7.
4, 11, and 7 for the champion. All right, Mark Reilly, you are going to be going first here in order to avoid a TKO here. Sorry. Mark Reilly, you chose category number 4 for your 2-point question. You chose movie release dates.
Oh, that's gross.
All right.
God damn it, son of a bitch.
Mark Reilly, What year saw the release of the Mel Gibson and Helen Hunt film What Women Want? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Repeat the question, please.
That's a good move. That's a good move. Okay, so what year saw the release of the Mel Gibson and Helen Hunt film What Women Want? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
1997.
Looking for the year 2000. 2000. So Mark Reilly.
Samsonite. I was way off.
Mark Reilly will need to hit this or he will be eliminated mathematically. All right, here we go. Mark Reilly, you chose 11 for your second category, and that is the category of action adventure. Action adventure. All right. Steve Buscemi's character went by the nickname Rockhound in what 1998 adventure? Five, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question, please.
He's good. He's got one more.
That's it. Steve Buscemi's character went by the nickname Rockhound in what 1998 adventure? 5.
Con Air?
Mark Reilly has been eliminated.
Armageddon.
It was Armageddon.
Armageddon.
Dan Murrell and Rocha. The title is now going to lie with one of those two.
Great.
Now we jump to John Rocha, who needs to hit his 2-pointer to tie Dan Murrell.
I've never chosen odd numbers before. I thought I'd do something different.
See
All
if it
right,
pays
Rocha.
off.
Could kill me.
The first number you selected was the number 3.
Let me guess, family films?
That gives you the category of Back to the Future.
Oh,
There's a category for Back to the Future?
For 2 points
okay.
and the tie. What brand of underwear was Marty wearing in Back to the Future?
Say that again. I'm sorry, they all grow.
Yeah, no, that's right. You'll get a free one
You
on
get a
that.
free one.
You get a free one. Here it is. What brand of underwear was Marty wearing in Back to the Future?
Shut the fuck up!
Crowd's reacting. Johnny.
Come on.
God damn it, shut the fuck
Hey,
up.
you're in the crowd doing it all the time. Quiet. They can cheer.
Cheer.
They can do it. They can react.
I don't know.
5.
Fruit of the Loom.
Oh, man.
I think he got himself
He got himself
Kristian.
psyched up there, yeah.
We were looking for Calvin Klein.
that was my other choice.
Wow. All right,
All right.
so John Rocha needs to hit a 3 in order to send it back to Dan Murrell here.
Shit, that was my other choice. I thought it was the jeans. That's my bad.
Okay,
Wow.
Rocha.
Yeah.
For your 3-point question, you chose the number 6, which corresponds with the category of horror thriller.
Oh, crap.
Who plays Darcy, the owner of the bar and leader of skinheads in the horror thriller The Green Room?
Oh, I never saw this film.
Oh, man.
Shit.
Give him a minute. He still has a few seconds.
5, 4.
I'm sorry, Perry. I was supposed to watch
3,
this.
2.
Repeat the question.
All right.
He's got one more.
Who plays Darcy, the owner of the bar and the leader of the skinheads in the horror thriller Green Room?
5, 4, 3, 2.
I don't know. Claire Forlani.
We were looking for Patrick Stewart.
Oh.
Wow. So it comes down to this.
Wait.
If Rocha,
I'm sorry. I thought a woman. What was the way you phrased the question?
who plays Darcy?
Who plays Darcy?
That's what threw
All
me
right.
off. I thought that was
All
that's
right.
a woman's name usually.
It comes down to this.
Shit.
If Rocha misses, Dan Murrell will be champion via TKO over Reilly and Rocha with this question.
All right, Rocha, for your 5-pointer, you selected the number 9. That gives you the category of movie quotes.
Oh, crap.
For 5 points, and to extend this match, what Tim Burton film has the quote, "Hold me, I can't"?
What?
5, 4, 3,
Edward Scissorhands.
For 5 points, John Rocha.
And the match continues.
John Rocha for 5 points. But Dan Murrell has a good chance here. All he needs to do.
And I know Patrick Stewart was in green.
All right, so here we go. Dan Murrell, you chose category 1, which is in the category of westerns. Westerns. Which actor played the murderous outlaw Tom Chaney in the 2010 film True Grit?
Josh Brolin?
For 2 points.
Nice. 2 points.
All right, so Dan Murrell just needs to hit either his 3 or his 5, and he will once again be the champion.
So close.
In the next category, Dan, you chose comic book movies.
Well, it's been fun.
Your 3-point question, Dan Murrell. Who plays Bruce Willis's wife Maggie in Surrogates? Surrogates. Five, 4, 3, 2.
Robin Wright.
Looking for Rosamund Pike.
And it comes
It's
down to
the
this.
Final question.
The final question.
The final question. Dan Murrell, we're right back to the 1-pointer. Shades of February here. Dan Murrell, if he hits it, he wins the title. If he misses it, John Rocha is once again the champion. Here we go. Dan Murrell, your category was 16. Category of famous actors and actresses.
Very narrow.
Before being remade with Jude Law, which actor starred as Alfie Elkins in 1966 Alfie?
Michael Caine.
Yeah.
And your winner, and once again, the movie trivia Schmoedown champion of the world, Dangerous Dan Murrell! Look at Rocha. Rocha's giving respect here. Hugging. Rocha. And Reilly's handing over the belt. And then look at the 3 champions. How about a round of applause for the 3 champions there? Murrell takes the belt again. Rocha showing respect to Reilly. They're all showing the New World Order. And there is your champion, Dan Murrell. So, guys, we are going to hear Grace Hancock is going to now talk to the reigning champ, Dan Murrell. She's going to talk to Mark Reilly, and she'll talk to John Rocha in just a second.
Hey guys, here I am with former 2-time champ Mark Yodi Reilly, the one and only. My friend, wasn't your shiniest moment.
No, it was
not. It seemed to be that the wheel was not your friend today. How are you feeling?
Well, I don't know how I feel about that. That was a bad match for me. Everybody has a bad match.
They do.
Not when you're in a championship match with those guys. And my hats are off to both of them. Dan Murrell is a hell of a champ. He deserves that belt. John Rocha is a hell of a champ, a former champ, hell of a guy. It was a great match. I wish I could have taken a lot of things back, but that was just one of those matches that's going to haunt me forever. But you said something interesting. Former 2-time champ.
Right.
I'm very happy about that. I've been in this league from day one. I built this league from day one. I'm on the top of the mountain. I've been with those guys. I'm happy to say that we are the 3 best competitors in this league. Everybody wants to anoint a new champ off of one match. I am still 9-4.
Yeah.
9-4. 3 knockouts. I have my face is on a shirt, for God's sakes.
Your face is on a shirt, for
I'll
God's
take
sake.
it. I'm one of the best to play the game.
You are.
I'm happy with that. I wish I could take some things back, but my hats are off to those competitors because they are the best in the game.
I mean, there's no bad blood between you guys.
Absolutely
not.
not.
You're usually always like, get it. You're a champ. What's next for you?
What's next for me is I'm a veteran in this league.
You are.
I feel it. I'm taking a step down.
You are.
For, I don't know for how long, but I'm definitely going to stop competing in the movie trivia league at this point.
Okay.
There's a lot of things that I need to do. There's a lot of help that I'm doing here with the game itself, the game that I helped build. There are a lot of things that I want to do behind the scenes. I want to help. I need a break. It's time.
You've earned a break.
I think so. I'm happy with my record. I'm happy with what I've done. And here's John Rocha.
Here's John. Okay.
Oh, my
Well,
God.
here's a lot of fellas.
It's all these guys.
It's all these guys.
I can only imagine.
Listen, I want to tell you something. Played a hell of a match. I got nothing but respect for you. I know the things I said in the past, went back and forth, said some things that weren't great. I want to tell you I'm sorry. I got respect for you. You're a great champion. It was an honor to play you. It was an honor to beat you. It was an honor to lose to you. I just want to take my hand. You're a brother for life, man. I wish you the best of luck. Do whatever you need to do. I'm here while you're taking your break.
I will take
And I will
that.
be. I'm there for you if you need me.
Let me tell you something. Right back at you. You're a great champ. You're a great former champ. You played a better game than me. You played a hell of a game. You took Dan Murrell to the last question. That's what a hell of a player is. I'm happy to be with you. I'll take it, man. I accept
This is
your
a really
apology.
beautiful moment to be
Come here.
watching.
It's the champ. And can I say something? Can I say something, if you don't mind?
Nothing. Go ahead. I want to hear what you have to say.
Are you
Okay.
stepping? All right.
All right. I have one thing I'd like to say, and it's to use. Mark was leaving. Rocha, I've seen
guess
a
that
lot,
everything just
a
goes
lot
now.
of fight from you in the last couple of matches that you played. You worked your heart out. You played your heart out, and I think your last couple of matches have proved one thing. You should never have been champion in the first place. I am sick and tired of your so-called leadership, your condescending pep talks, your attempts to give me training. Look at you guys. You guys were the Mac and me of movie trivia in your last match. And this? What was this, the Nuki? I don't even know what to do with this. In fact, I'm going to need to bring in some help here. Ricky!
Excuse me, everybody. Look who's back. Oh, Mr. I
Happening here. I've
Back to
lost
the future
complete
question.
control.
This guy makes me look like a champion. You're nothing. I'm tired. No, no, screw you. If you had spent more time supporting this guy instead of building this outrageous outfit, maybe more time watching recent movies or even classics, you'd be a lot better than you are. You know what? He deserves better. He deserves to be the champion, and he's gonna be the champion.
I tried to make him champion. I tried to make him champion. He wouldn't listen.
He was the worst.
I'm going to clear this up right now.
You were nothing before
I'm going to
us.
make this up right now.
You were nothing before us.
No,
no
one. I betray you!
Take that, buddy.
Get out!
Get out of here.
Get out.
You get out. You'll take him.
Yeah. The next couple
Yeah.
weeks, baby.
Take 1 and 2 out of here.
Adios.
Take 1 and 2 out of here.
Bye, everyone.
Yeah, you want to saddle yourself to Ricky? Go ahead.
Wow.
Damn it.
Adios. We don't need him. We don't need him. We got 3 strong competitors. We got Burnett, the 2 of us.
He's 1 and 2.
We got an opening in the stable. Adios, motherfucker. Adios.
That's right.
Okay, so now that that's happened, that was a lot.
Get out of here, you son of a bitch! Get out of here before I shoot you!
Save it for the match.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. Save it for the match and lose
all
that
right.
one too.
Boys, my God.
I'm gonna shoot
Okay,
him.
let's talk about the match.
I'm gonna take out an elephant gun and put him down. Yeah.
Let's talk about the match.
Right.
Okay.
Thanks for sticking by me, bro.
No problem.
You know, you and Reilly just had a great moment. That was,
Yeah.
you know,
He's a
I
great
was
champion.
telling Reilly, there's no bad blood between the 3 of you, and you know, you were one of the last 2. You played a good game. You tripped up a little bit on the underwear at
I
the
did.
end, which is ironic and really funny. What are you feeling right now?
I don't walk around in my underwear in the Collider office.
I'm gonna go ahead and skip right over that.
I don't understand the question.
What's going on here during the
You're
day?
clearly here at the wrong hours. All right.
No,
Taking
what's
it
your
right
question?
back
What's
to,
your question?
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. A lot better than our loss because I really felt like I let Matt down in the tag team match, but I fought hard.
You did.
Listen, I knew Calvin Klein in my head. I just got in my head and started thinking underwear versus jeans, and I just got confused, and I just didn't say it, and I should have said it. And if I had heard Bald in that question, I probably would have answered Patrick Stewart because I knew he was in there. For some reason, Bald got lost when I was processing stuff. So sometimes the blindfold is really great, and other times I don't quite hear
Yeah,
signals.
do you feel like this is one of those days when the blindfold didn't work out for you?
No, I think I was in contention because the blindfold kept me in contention. I just think I got a little flustered at the end, and it happens.
Yeah, I mean, it happens.
Yeah.
We've seen that a lot. And Mr. Nost, like, what's next for the 2 of you? Okay, so now we have this. What's coming next?
I don't know. Somehow we'll be ranked like 32nd, and we're gonna have to beat 57 people to get our shot again. But you know what? Hats off to the Patriots.
Yeah.
They beat us. They beat us soundly.
Fair and square.
Fair and square. So
Oh,
we got to earn
fairly.
our shot
What a
back.
concept.
And we will. We will be back at the top.
It sucks we didn't get them a couple days ago,
Right.
but we will regain those titles. They will be ours again. And John will take that singles championship eventually.
Yeah, I mean,
think
you
it's gonna
guys,
be mine again.
you guys are a lot of fun. You're certainly entertaining. You have
Thank
a great attitude. I'm looking forward to seeing what's coming next for you guys.
Well, it's going to take a while because we got to win 3 matches to get a shot at the title again, Grace. So
That's okay.
it's
You
gonna
don't
be
have
a
much
while.
time left, but we have hope for you.
Yeah, thank you.
Hey, Schmoedown fans, I'm here with our new champion, Dangerous Dan Murrell. You just tied Mark Reilly. You've taken back the belt. Holy shit, how are you feeling?
A little bit of disbelief. I mean,
Really?
going against these two guys, I think it would be foolhardy to go in expecting to win.
So were you were you nervous? Were you tentatively excited to take this
I was
belt back?
excited to play those guys. If
Yeah.
you're going to play two guys, those are the guys to play. But I never went into that thinking, oh, I'm going to win this, because I think that would just be foolish.
Well,
those
okay.
guys are too good. They're
That's
too good.
very precious of you. I like that. I mean, the three of you are really, really sweet. I mean, the wheel tended to not work out for the two of them. You really didn't have much of a low point during that game. Were you surprised by that? Were you waiting for things to go awry?
Well, you know, I got a lucky break. I think if it had landed on anything but horror thrillers, with the wheel and opponent's choice and everything,
Right.
I very well may have stuck and not gotten comic book movies. I could not let Reilly potentially steal points away. With
Sure,
horror
it was
thrillers.
smart move.
So I got lucky with the spinner's choice. They got a couple
Yeah.
unlucky breaks, but
Right.
you know, I still think it was a great game though. I still
It was
think
a great
came
game.
Down to, I don't think anyone has anything to be ashamed of, except for maybe not knowing Calvin Klein.
Well, that for sure you should be ashamed of. Okay, so now
Yeah.
you will be facing the commissioner, one Kristian Harloff. How do you feel about that?
Darth Harloff is
Darth
a Dark
Harloff.
Lord of the Sith.
Yes, he is, as we saw today.
I've seen him dismantle people. I've seen him. I've been on the other end of a dismantling from him and Rocha. I mean, it came down to the end, but he defeated
Right.
myself and Andy Signor. So there are no weak competitors left in this game. If you get to the top, that means
Right.
you deserve to be there.
Absolutely.
And just like every other fight, I think he literally invented the game. How do you go into
Sometimes
that?
makes his own rules, but it's okay.
Well, yeah, there you go. That too.
All right, cool. Well, hold on one second.
Sam Levine is
Sam
here.
Levine's here.
Sam Levine is here. Wait a minute.
Free-for-all winner.
Yes, sir.
When I won, I was allowed to challenge the new champion.
Whenever you want.
Yeah, whenever you
I
want.
wanted.
Yes, that's true.
And, you know.
Well, Dan's in the interview right now.
Oh, Dan's in an interview.
You want to do it right now?
I want to do it right now because
Oh,
you know
wow.
what? You know
He's
what?
cashing in.
Swords don't get tired, but fighters do.
Oh, Sam Levine is on the stage right now. He's actually challenging you right now. Do you accept?
All right, hold that.
Oh my God, you guys! I'm gonna take that as a yes. Let's go find out what's happening here.
Dan Murrell is back out already! Dan is here! Back out already! Oh my God! Dan just accepted the match!
We are here, boys.
Dan accepted the match. We're getting our last title match here. My God, it's a title match between the free-for-all winner, Sam Levine, and the new champion, Dangerous Dan Murrell, going for his first title defense in about 20 minutes.
I haven't even had time to have celebration cake. This is.
And it's
Come on.
it is interesting to note we have now had 3 championship title defenses in a row where the title has not been defended. The last guy to actually defend the title, Dangerous Dan Murrell.
Oh,
Yeah,
perfect.
It was against Mark Ellis at the Spectacular. It has not been defended in 2017, but someone who did win in 2017 was Sam Levine when he took that free-for-all championship. That day he came in, he beat the one, the only Tom Dagnino in the final round, and here he stands now for the championship. It was a good move.
It was gutsy. It's
All
a
right.
gutsy, bold move.
Guys, we are ready to go. All right, so the champion, are you ready?
Yes, I am ready. Sorry, I've been champion for. I didn't even. I had to perk up and think it's me.
10 minutes.
Again.
The
Sorry.
challenger, are you ready?
As Jefferson Airplane told us, I believe in miracles.
Let's get ready
Let's do
to
this thing.
Schmoedown! Dangerous Dan Murrell versus the inglorious one, Sam Levine. 5 rounds for the championship. All right, round number 1 works the same. The competitors will get 8 questions. They will reveal their questions worth 1 point apiece. 15 seconds to answer. You can ask the JTE rule of repeating 3 times during the entire match. There's a challenge rule. If it is overturned, then you get to keep your challenge. If not, you will lose it. If one of you guys answers all 8 correct in the first round, you will get a bonus one worth 1 point. All right.
Sam, last chance. You sure you don't want to wait until JT? He's the champion?
Well, I don't think I'm going to live that long.
All right.
I don't think Cal's going to freeze over anytime soon, John. No, I'm going to die later this year. It's fine. I'm cool with it.
All right, here we go, guys. The match is going to begin. Here is the championship. Question number 1, category of action adventure. Who played the role of V in V for Vendetta?
Starting off, both guys going right to the boards. They seem pretty confident.
Sam's a little fresh. Who knows? Will Dan be? Will he still be in championship
Is he
mode?
mentally fatigued? That was a tough match.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, please. Dan Murrell.
Hugo Weaving?
1 point there. Sam.
That's as far as I got before my brain went, nah, fuck it. Just give Dan the thing.
All right.
Dan, the champion, sprints out to the lead.
Here we go.
All right, your second question, guys, comes to you in the category of romance. Drew Barrymore plays Josie Geller, who gets the nickname Josie Grossi in what movie? Sam didn't even wait for the question to be finished.
No, I wouldn't be surprised if he's in the movie.
That was my nickname, too, in junior high.
Drew Barrymore?
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sam Levine.
No, we've never been kissed.
That's correct. Dangerous Dan.
Never been kissed.
All right, Dan, still 2-1 here. All right, question 3. Category of fantasy sci-fi. Who directed the 1997 sci-fi mystery film starring Jodie Foster, Contact? Who directed that thing?
Sam thinking about it.
Seems like your match was years ago.
It actually was. Yeah, I was 50 then. I'm 60 now.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Dan.
Robert Zemeckis.
1 point for Dan.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Dan's answer, Robert Zemeckis.
Did you write it down? No. All right. Question number 4 in the category of drama. Category of drama.
All right, guys, in drama.
All right.
Who plays the younger brother of Edward Norton's character in 1998's American History X?
The problem is that if you can hit a couple, but if you miss, Dangerous Dan is probably going to get it.
You don't want to play catch up with Dan Murrell.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sam.
That would be Eddie Furlong.
That is correct. Dan.
Edward Furlong.
That is
There we
correct.
go.
All right, Dan Murrell hits it again.
Sam's hanging in there, though.
Dan hasn't missed. All right, question number 5. Who voices Po the Panda in Kung Fu Panda? Animated.
Again, you guys going right to the boards?
Yeah,
You're
a lot of
done.
scrambling.
All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, please. And Dan Murrell?
Jack Black.
Correct.
Blackjack.
That's correct.
There you go.
All right, Sam Levine now getting 3 points here. 5-3.
Keeping it to within 2.
Not too
I
bad.
got an
Within
animated
2.
one, guys.
That's within
All right,
2.
guys.
Next.
We move on. We move on now to your 6th question, which comes to you in the category of horror thriller. Samuel L. Jackson plays the manager of the Dolphin Hotel in what supernatural thriller?
Seems like he knows this.
Dan's
Pretty
missing
confident.
5,
Dan scrambling.
4, 3,
Got it.
2, 1. Pens down. Sam Levine.
It'll be 1408.
That's correct. Dan Murrell.
1408.
Wow,
All
Dan
right, pulled it
Murrell.
out.
6-4 there. Dan Murrell hasn't missed. All right, here we
has
go.
not missed.
Number 7. In the category of famous actors and actresses, what actor romances Diane Lane in the 2008 flick Nights in Rodanthe?
A little struggling.
He hasn't missed, though. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dan.
Richard Gere.
That's correct.
Got it.
Sam.
Yeah, it is.
Oh.
Sam also
All
got
right,
it.
Got it.
keeps that
7-5.
2-point lead.
So if Dan Murrell hits this, then he will get a bonus question worth 1 point.
All right, guys, your 8th question, and Dan for a perfect round. Under the category of comedy, the Hanson brothers rough up countless people, both on and off the ice, in this comedy.
I had a poster of Hanson in my office up till last week.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sam Levine.
It'll be Blades of Glory.
That's incorrect.
What?
Dan.
Slapshot.
That's
Sam,
correct.
Dan.
Perfect round for Dan.
Perfect round.
round.
So Dan hit the perfect round, 8
I
points.
didn't listen to the question.
He is going to get the bonus question. If he gets this,
As
it's
if he
worth
needs the help.
1 point. Dan, here's your bonus question. Peter Ustinov won an Oscar for Best Supporting Actor in what 1960 all-time classic?
I can't answer
You're
this.
not.
You
No.
can say it
Yeah.
out
This
loud.
is just you can say it out loud.
Oh, I can say it out loud.
Yep. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Dr. Zhivago?
Looking for Spartacus.
Wow.
Spartacus. Okay.
But you know that's
He's
okay.
human after all, guys.
He missed the bonus question, but he's got a 3-point lead over Sam Levine, and now the wheel is going to come out.
Ah, my favorite thing.
All right, round number 2, the wheel round. The competitors will spin the wheel. If it lands on a category they do not like, they will spin again. Unless it lands on opponent's choice, then they'll have to take it. But on the second spin, they have to choose what they get. All right, 2 points apiece. You can go to multiple choice. It'll be then worth 1 point. You can steal. Champion Dan Murrell, you have a 3-point lead. Would you like to go first or second?
I'll go with the lucky streak. I'll go first.
Go for it,
Yeah,
Dan.
he's gonna put that pressure on. Big spin. Spin is in. Spin is in.
Where's it gonna go? Where's it gonna go? Sam Levine could use a nice stroke of luck here. What's gonna?
That's a spinner's choice. And-
Oh, just missed. Famous actors and actresses.
Famous actors and actresses. You know, I just tempted fate with this opponent's choice, and I don't think I want to do it again. So I'll
Gonna
stick
go with it.
Dan's
All
gonna
right.
stick with that.
All right. All right, here we go. All right, Dan, famous actors and actresses. How many times has Michael Keaton been nominated for an Oscar? 5, 4.
For safety, I'm going to go with multiple choice.
Is it A, 1, B, 2, C, 3, D, 5?
A.
1 point is correct. Dan Murrell with 1 point here. 9-5. All right, question 2. Scarlett Johansson and Jonathan Rhys-Meyers star in which Woody Allen film?
Match point.
Correct for 2 points. Question number 3. Who was Jennifer Aniston's co-star in 1998's The Object of My Affection?
Paul Rudd.
2 more points for the champ.
I've known all of these. Why can't you
He's
miss?
putting his foot on his
Just
throat
let me
right
steal
now.
one.
All right, and your final question here. What Lord of the Rings actor played a sailor in Master and Commander?
Multiple choice.
Is it A, Elijah Wood, B, Sean Astin, C, Dominic Monaghan, D, Billy Boyd?
Billy Boyd.
For 1 more point. Dan Murrell, 14-5 here. Taking a
9-point lead.
Tremendous round by the champion. And Sam Levine, you are up. Give it a good spin here, bud.
All right, wheel.
He's got that hate relationship with the wheel.
He doesn't love that wheel.
Good spin. Spin is in. Spin is in.
Oh,
comedy.
Comedy.
This is going to be interesting. What will he do here?
Goddamn right, we're sticking with comedy.
All right,
He is
sticking
gonna
with
stick with
comedy.
Sticking
You
with
think I'm
comedy.
trying that again?
Here we go.
All right. Your first question under the category of comedies. In the movie The Princess Bride, who plays Vicini?
Vicini is Wallace Shawn.
That's correct for 2 points.
Look at that.
Your second question in the category of comedies. Who plays the villainous character, the big guy, in the film Paul?
Multiple choice.
Is it A, Jason Bateman, B, Jane Lynch, C, Tim Robbins, D, Sigourney Weaver?
Tim Robbins.
Incorrect. Chance for a steal for Dan Murrell.
Would be D, Sigourney Weaver.
Correct for 1 point.
Wow, all right, 8-point lead here.
You guys, there's a court order. I'm not allowed to see any Seth Rogen movies. So that's why that happened.
All right,
All
here
right.
we go.
Your next question under the category of comedy. What is Stephen First's characters called in Animal House?
Flounder.
There you
Correct
go.
for
2
2
more
points.
All right, last question here.
Who played Police Captain Ed Hoken in the Naked Gun series?
Police captain. What's the character's name? Ed
Hawkins. Sorry, Hawkins.
George Kennedy.
Two
Correct for
Sam
2 more
Levine.
points.
Nice round for Sam Levine.
Yep.
Nice round. Only a 4-point deficit here. That was a really good round for Sam as we get into round number 3, which is the betting round.
Oh, boy.
So round number 3 is the betting round. Dan Murrell, the champion, will spin. It will land on a category. They will bet their points. A maximum of 3, a minimum of 0 points. All right, so Dan, go ahead and give it a spin.
Here it
Big
goes.
spin for the betting round.
Was Dan hoping to luck out again? Maybe hit that spinner's choice again.
Absolutely.
Doesn't want it to land on the opponent's choice.
That is true.
Uh-oh.
We are fantasy sci-fi.
That's Sam Levine wincing.
Fuck you, Wheel. Fuck you in the neck.
So, guys, write down your points, please, and then Comp, Shop, and Sop will look at it. All right, points,
Sam
please.
giving this a lot of thought about how much he
Yeah.
wants to wager.
Go big, but you can always go home.
And 5, 4, 3. Okay,
Look at that.
points. Oh, yeah, don't show me. Show Copster. Go. All right, here we go. Okay, here we go. In category of fantasy sci-fi, the underwater science fiction Sphere is based on a novel by which author? Very interesting.
Both guys going right to their boards.
We're going to see what they risked, see what happened. All right, so Sam Levine, you are down by 4. How many did you bet?
I bet the maximum 3 points.
And you guessed.
Mr. Michael Crichton.
That's correct.
Yes, he did.
Correct. So it's within 1. Now, how many did the champion bet?
I bet 2 points.
2 points, and you bet?
Michael Crichton.
You got it. All right, so but Sam was able to cut it down by 1 point.
Did.
17-14 here.
And from our vantage point, I can tell you, Sam initially wrote down 1 point. He thought better of it, and it's a good thing he did because now he's gotten a little bit closer instead of falling further behind.
Well, I think that's also the benefit of watching the match that just happened.
Yeah.
He saw what happened with Mark Reilly, and he went the opposite way. Round number 4, the speed round. So they're going to get 5 questions, each worth 1 point apiece. You can buzz in before the question's over. It'll be worth 1 point. However, if you buzz in, you will have 2 seconds to answer. If you buzz in incorrectly, you will be docked 1 point. So with that, Dan Murrell, you ready?
Yes, sir.
Sam, you ready?
Yeah, sure.
All right, here we go. First, speed round. What is the name of the little girl taken by Ellen Ripley in 1986? Dan.
Newt.
Correct for 1 point. All right.
All right, guys, your second question in the speed round. In the film The Departed, who plays Colin Sullivan? Dan.
Matt Damon.
Correct for 1 point.
Matt Damon.
Yep. Question.
We had an agreement, Dan.
Question
My
3.
folks are going to be watching this.
I can't help it.
Sorry, guys. Go on.
Here we go. Sean Penn plays a stoner named Spicoli.
There is literally something wrong with the buzzers.
Fast Times at Ridgemont High?
There is.
Correct.
All you got to do is push it.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, he's just a little faster.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Question 4.
All right, guys, your fourth question. What is the name of the elite group of cool kids in the Lindsay Lohan?
Sam.
The Plastics.
Correct.
Correct.
He did it. He's still here.
It's within 5.
Then 5.
That buzzer's working now, right,
Yeah.
Sam?
Last question here. Last question. In The Matrix, what color is the pill that will allow Neo to learn the truth about the Matrix?
The red pill.
Correct for 1 point. Dan Murrell gets a 6.
I was thinking of the line, why didn't I take the blue pill?
So now we go into the 5th round where it is 21-15. The champion has a 6-point lead on Sam Levine. Here's how the 5th and final round works. It is the 5th round, the championship round. All right, so the competitors will get to choose 3 numbers from 1 to 20. First one's worth 2, second one's worth 3, third one is worth 5 points.
Jesus, I literally have to hit all 3.
Dan Murrell, you are in the lead. Please choose 3 numbers from 1 to 20.
They've served me well. I'll go with 1, 8, and 16.
And Sam Levine.
Let's go with 6, 4, and 12.
All right, here we go. So Sam Levine will be up first. He is trying to avoid a TKO here. So he chose category 6. Category 6 for his first, and that's the category, Sam, of Marvel films.
Perfect. At least it's for the lowest points.
Marvel films, 2 points. Who played Kingpin in Ben Affleck's Daredevil?
You know, this would probably be a very easy question for someone who'd seen that film. Ben Affleck's Daredevil, Kingpin.
5.
Lawrence Fishburne.
Looking for...
Guys, I've not seen the movie.
Michael
Not once at all ever.
Michael Clark Duncan.
All right. Well, I mean, not to...
All right, so Sam...
Close.
Sam Levine needs to hit...
They're both tall.
Sam,
Jesus. You guys...
All right. Sam Levine needs to hit this question in order to stay in it. Otherwise, the champion will win via TKO. In the category of romantic comedy, the following quote is from which romantic comedy? I'll have what she's having.
When Harry Met Sally.
For 3 points there. 3 points
Still
there.
alive.
All right, so Sam Levine needs to hit this 5-pointer in order to force Dan Murrell to
Have
answer
to answer a single question.
Correct. All right. So we have category 12 for Sam Levine here. Category 12, Sam, you chose the category of 90s movies for your 5-pointer.
Okay.
Here you go in your 5-pointer. In what Steve Martin comedy does a magical freeway sign pose the riddle? You will know what to do when you unscramble how Daddy is doing.
That is one of my all-time favorites, L.A. Story.
For 5 points. Sam Levine avoids the TKO.
You know what? I'm sorry. I want to bathe in this minute for just a second longer. It's the only time I'll ever have a points lead on Dan Murrell. I just want to soak in it.
Dan Murrell is right back to where he was right before, about half an hour ago. Dan Murrell has a chance here to win the game. He just needs to catch up.
All right, Dan.
Yes, sir.
Your first question, you chose the number 1.
Yes.
That gives you the category of Oscar movies.
Okay.
For 2 points and the tie. What 1970s sports film won Best Director for John D. Avildsen?
Rocky.
Correct for 2 points.
I
and
challenge.
The tie.
You challenge?
Yeah, you misspoke in the question.
You want to challenge us?
It's John G. Avildsen.
He still got it.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
So you lose your challenge.
Can we throw that out and ask him again?
No. All right, so Dan Murrell now only has to hit his 3 or his 5, and he retains the title. Or if he misses both, we will be in a sudden death situation.
All right, Dan. For your second question.
Blow this one. Get the last one right. It'll be more fun.
For 3 points and the win, you pick the number 8, and that gives you the category of horror thriller. Name the actor who played true crime writer Ellison Oswalt in the movie Sinister.
Ethan Hawke.
And your winner, and still movie trivia Schmoedown champion of the world, dangerous Dan Murrell. He does it again, and now he's within 1. If he beats me, he will tie his own record of defeating. I mean, I get to play this guy, and man, what an honor that's going to be. But Sam Levine put up a nice little fight there.
No, he really did. He got that into the final questions there. And Dan, for the first time in 2017, the championship of the Schmoedown has been defended.
Yep.
First time this year.
Yep.
And probably not the last.
All right, so let's go to Grace Hancock, who once again has both Dan Murrell and Sam Levine.
Hey guys, I'm here again with Dangerous Dan Murrell. You just won the title back, and now you just defended the title back in the same night. How are you feeling?
Tired. My
Me
brain
too.
is buzzing. My brain hurts. That was a lot of fun, though.
Yeah, did you feel like you having just won it back, did that kind of propel you into defending it right after that?
You know, actually, what propelled me into defending it more than anything, and I don't mean like recently, more than any other loss that I've taken on this show, the free-for-all has haunted me the most.
Really?
Because I hung in there for so long.
Yeah,
and
you did great.
I knew that answer, and I just couldn't come up with it.
Yeah.
And the fact that I went out on 4 correct answers, and then Draco cleared the board, and we were having such a great game, I wanted to see that table through to the end.
Yeah.
That has haunted me more than any other loss that I've ever had on the Schmoedown. So in a way to beat Levine, that doesn't mean I won the free-for-all, but it kind of helps take the sting out of that loss.
Takes the sting out of that haunting memory.
Yes.
Well, you know, I'm not the biggest fan of the way that you left the Lion's Den, but you know what? You played 2 really, really strong games today. Really strong games today, and I'm very impressed. And
Thank you very
for
much.
you.
I have something I need to say before anything else.
Okay.
And it's not directed at you.
Okay.
It's at you. I know what these skunks did. I have a video. I know for a fact that Tom Dagnino locked Emma Fife in John Campia's office. So I talked to Emma Fife. You are going to be suspended for doing this, and so will Tom Dagnino, and I'm going to further that out. So I would ask you, please, to take a hike.
Wow.
Goodbye.
I don't even have any words.
Goodbye.
I made a good call, Kristian.
You did.
I'm not
going
associated with that kind of
and I'm glad you didn't.
anymore.
The first thing I'm going to do before anything is
Yes,
shake
sir.
your hand.
Oh, my pleasure.
You and I, before being Knowles, we got a
Some
Knowles,
Knowles, yes.
we got a Knowles thing here, but you are by far, and I've told you this many times, you're one of the best people I know in this space.
Oh, thank you.
It is an honor to have you. It was an honor to have you the first time as the champion. It is an honor to have you once again as the champion, and now it's going to be an honor to face you for that championship.
Well, it's a privilege to have the championship, and it'll be a privilege to fight you, my friend, because you know your stuff.
Well, here's the problem I face, because I just watched seeing you what you did. I face the problem that I'm coming off of a team victory over you.
Yes.
And I know how you get.
Yeah.
What you just said about the free-for-all, I'm sure you feel the same way about me.
To be honest, the second biggest sting that I've ever had in that ring was getting it down to 50-50 on the first Martin Scorsese movie and picking the wrong one. So I do have a chance now to right that wrong.
You do, and you also, and the flip side of that, you defeated my partner in the Spectacular.
I did.
No matter what, if I was to take that off of you, the fans are going to say that I did it in my favor, but I will tell you what, we're going to fight, we're going to have a great time. I'm honored. Absolutely honored to play you.
I'm honored to play you, and I want to talk to the fans because I see this nonsense about Kristian floating around. And I'll tell you, I am a true champion. I would not play a man who would rig a game, and I would not play in a rigged game. I'd walk, and I'm not doing that. I look forward to playing this guy, and whoever wins this game is going to be your champion fair and square. So all that nonsense you're spouting online, stop it. This is going to be a fair fight. It's going to be one hell of a good fight, too.
Well, let me get my check. Thank you for saying that. Guys, thank you very much for everything, too. I'm going to throw back to myself and Ken and Campia, but that's your champion. 1 title defense in the same night. He's one of the best of all time, if not the best. It's Dangerous Dan.
Thank you, sir.
All right, buddy, let's talk. First of all, you are one of my favorite people, and you know that. And one of the things that you did, I love the way you entered here, and I love that you went in like a cobra on a wounded mouse.
Yeah.
How did it work out?
Well, it turned out the mouse was not wounded.
At all.
No,
and it wasn't
no.
a mouse.
In fact, that mouse had only gotten stronger.
It's like Secret of Nim.
Yeah. No. See, here's the thing. I didn't get to do a pre-interview because I was waiting in the wings trying to figure out what happened, and then I foolishly thought, you know what? I'll do it. I'll go after the champion, and then no one can ever say boo to me again if I win this. But the truth of the matter is, in my opinion, and I know it's an opinion shared by many, Dan is truly the fiercest competitor in this league.
He's really good.
That is a guy who, I mean, you can count on one hand the number of missed questions he's had in probably his last 3 matches total.
He's the second guy to win the belt twice, but he defended it in one night now. I mean, he is that good. There's no fluke
There
with
is
him.
no question. And so this is a much easier, a bitter pill for me to swallow than if, say, I don't know, John Rocha had accidentally snuck in there at the end at the triple threat, and then he, knocks me out with a TKO or something. That
But
would
you
have
didn't
been.
get TKO'd. That was
I
the
did
thing,
not.
Though. You did not. You fought really hard.
Thank
it was
you
the
very
speed
much.
round, I think, that hurt you.
The speed round killed me. I don't know. Bibiani gave me some tips about that stupid buzzer, and clearly I'll have to know them for next time.
Right.
But
Don't listen to that guy. He's sabotaging everybody.
I guess so. And then also, I'm going to have to show that video to a neurologist friend of mine and ask what happened when I was
what happened
writing
with that
Hugo
Hugo
Weaving's
Weaving thing? It
I
just
literally
shut down?
don't know. I started writing
Never happened on set?
Hugo. No.
All right.
I started writing Hugo, and then my brain just went, nah, I'm taking off. You're going to be okay.
Right.
And I
You're
went,
like-
no, I need you. Finish
I need
writing.
you for
My hand
everything.
can't finish on without you.
Right.
And it just stopped. And I knew exactly who I was trying to write, but
Right.
my brain just went, nah, I'm good.
All right, so you got a shot at the belt here. Because you and I have talked about this many times, is that team thing is something looming over you. You wanted to play in the team league again.
I did. I would still like to.
So team league, singles league, Inner Geekdom's probably nowhere you're going to
No,
right.
Lord, no.
So I got 2 things for you. First, I'm going to ask you about the singles league. Is this something now you want to keep competing in singles? Ultimate Schmoedown's coming around the corner again. You compete in that. Something you still want to do?
Absolutely. I've said this from the get. I love a good fight.
Right.
I'm here because I love movie trivia. The belts and stuff are fun.
Right.
And I know, a lot of people get into it, and a lot of those guys have real factions and stuff, and they take it very seriously. I love movie trivia. I'm always happy to play.
Well, speaking of teams, I have an option. I'm gonna put you on the spot here too.
Yeah.
I have someone that I think you would actually work with really well.
All right.
And Emma Fife asked this person about a teammate, and the person said, "Well, you know what? I'm not really that good with on the words. I'm usually there to just show up, do the trivia, be there." And that's Drew McWeeny. Drew McWeeny, who was part of Ain't It Cool for a very long time, The Godfather at 3-1. People were touting him as the next best thing, the guy that was going to beat Rocha, the guy that was going to beat Murrell. They're talking about this guy as the best thing. You're pretty good on that, Mike. You got a lot of flair. I think you and Drew McWeeny would be a tremendous team.
You know what? Let's do it, Drew.
Look at this. Drew McWeeny, that's out there for you. Sam Levine's here. We're going to put the challenge out to Drew. Thank you so very much,
thank
Sam.
you.
You're the man. Follow Sam.
I have to say, congratulations to Dan Murrell. It is an honor to lose to a man of his caliber. And you know what, guys? Rocky didn't beat Apollo on the first try either.
All right, back to me.
Like you saw, I had to make my way in there and talk to Dan a little bit. Very respectful. There's nothing but love for one of the best champions we've ever had, and he is the king of the division once again. What an event we had here, guys.
It was impressive, gentlemen. Even though I lost, I got to say I'm just in awe of all 5 of the matches that we saw today, down to the wire, as it should be with these competitors.
I mean, this felt like a pay-per-view championship event. I was very happy the way it all panned out. I mean, for all the matches that went down to the final question,
the first 4 matches all right down.
It was a battle. It showed the best of the best, and I'm really glad to see what this league has become.
Right. And for the audience that paid at least like $20 a ticket to be here today, they got their money's worth.
We had drama. We had Bibiani now joining the likes of Ricky Hayberg, who apparently has been talking to Bibiani this entire time, and there's a lot of drama that's been going on too. Rocha seems to have a change of heart. Doesn't seem to be like that Outlaw that we saw beforehand. Jeremy Johns just barely misses the Inner Geekdom Championship. The Nerds Watch just loses to Rotten Tomatoes, and I will continue to get destroyed by the internet. So it was a lot of fun all the way around. Very happy with it. Thanks to Booker T for his predictions. Thank you for Dangerous Dan Murrell and John Rocha, Mark Wright, everybody who participated today, and thank you for you guys. You want more events like this? Keep on commenting, share, do the whole thing. Continue into the fantasy league things that you guys are doing. Join the Facebook group, Movie Trivia Schmoedown. Do it all. Make sure you join Reddit. Keep the word going. That's just how you get more events like this. Thank you guys so very much. Ken Knapsack. That's Ken Knapsack. John Campia, Kristian Harloff. We'll see you next time. And Josh McCouga might have some things to say.
All right, Movie Trivia Schmoedown fans, Josh McCouga here with your Collider Collision Fantasy Update. This is going to be a long one. I'm going to need some... thank you. Thank you.
I'm holding a microphone. It's tough.
Okay. We got some sweat coming in. What's my first match?
You got Rotten Tomatoes versus Nerds Watch.
Rotten Tomatoes versus Nerds Watch. Now, who won that?
Rotten Tomatoes.
First match, Rotten Tomatoes versus Nerds Watch. Now, you thought coming in, Rachel the Crusher Cushing was going to own this and carry Ken Knapsack on his back. Ken Knapsack actually showed up, and I love him like a brother, but sometimes his trivia knowledge is hit or miss. Thank you very much, Cody. I appreciate that. Now, Rotten Tomatoes, again, Grey Drake, usually Matt actually carries her the whole way. This has been a game of flip-flop, flip-flop. Rotten Tomatoes, however, and Nerds Watch are teams that you should keep on your fantasy team. You should be proud of them. You should hold on to them. If you think you could actually get some singles, if you're lacking on singles, use them for trade bait. They are money makers, but they're also a lot of competitors. They compete a lot, they score a lot, and they're very good looking. Who's next?
You got Hector Navarro versus Jeremy Johns.
Hector Navarro versus Jeremy Johns in the Inner Geekdom Championship. Two nerds going face to face. So many paper towels. I'm sweating. This is only the second match of the fantasy update. Hector Navarro, very handsome. Jeremy Johns, got a lot of hair. Either way, the two dudes know what they're talking about. They scored a lot of points. Thank you, Cody. I need more towels. That is true. I am dying over here. What you want to see in an Inner Geekdom match is a pound for pound, belt for belt, body blow by body blow match, and they pulled it off. I am very impressed by both these guys. You don't need a separate fantasy league, but however, if you want to start a new fantasy league within the Inner Geekdom, it's a hell of a way to make your league deeper, darker, and a little more mysterious. I think both competitors are fantastic. They both dress well. Hector Navarro is great at tweeting, although Hector is funny, is a very cocky Twitter handle. What were you thinking when you signed up for Twitter? What's my next match?
You got Kristian versus Jeff Sneider.
Kristian Harloff versus Jeff Sneider. Two guys who look and sound a lot like they know about movies, and they prove it right every time. Now, Kristian Harloff, you didn't know if you should keep him in fantasy, but you probably drafted him, and he hasn't competed a lot. Now he's coming in hot. He beats Jeff Sneider. Thanks for that towel. That really didn't do much but dust off the top of my head. Kristian Harloff, he seems to come in when you don't think he's going to win. Jeff Sneider was on a hot streak. Bibiani, he beat me. And then Harloff comes in with the communist hammer of a man from Queens, New York, a man from Florida State, running things and beats him into submission. The entire rap staff is crying in their sleep as they watch their boss lonely walk home with no fantasy points. Well, you got a few because they got to split it in half, but you know what I mean. Kristian Harloff, so hot right now. He's like Hansel in the first Zoolander. Don't even talk to me about Zoolander 2. What's next?
The three-way championship match.
The three-way championship match, the moment you have all been waiting for. Mark, Yodi, thanks, Cody. I need some carbs. Mark, Yodi, Reilly holding on to his belt against John Rocha and Dan Murrell. Now, Dan Murrell, he was champion for a long time. He seemed unbeatable. Then all of a sudden, he gets beat. Buster Douglas knocking out Mike Tyson style. He's back. This was a game of not how many you could get right, but how many you actually couldn't miss. This was a battle. Mark Reilly misses 2. He's out of it. It's gone. The belt's gone. John Rocha takes him in. What? It doesn't happen. Now, Dan Murrell, he is the competitor of all competitors. He scares me walking down the street. He should scare every fantasy team out there. You know why? Because he wins, and he scores a lot of points. Dan Murrell is the Peyton Manning of 2003 of Movie Trivia Schmoedown Fantasy. And I'll tell you why. Because you can depend on him. He will not throw interceptions. He will score, and he'll win. And I think he's a very, very nice person. Finally, what's my next?
You got Dan Murrell versus Sam Levine.
Sam Levine steps out. You think he might have a chance? Nope. Dan Murrell, again, holds strong with the belt. Got there. That was a marathon. All right, finally, Dan Murrell. Dan Murrell holds it against Sam Levine. If you had Dan Murrell in all your fantasy, just sit back on your bed of fantasy points and watch yourself win match after match. Go to your local bar and say, I had Dan Murrell, and tell all the other people in your fantasy league that they can go straight to hell. I'm Josh McCouga, exhausted, may have choked on some water, and full of goldfish. We'll see you next time on the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. Get those fantasy leagues going.
when are we doing this? We've been setting this up for months. I am sick and tired. I have to be on that Schmoedown and take that crap from
I need
the
you to
yellow.
take a breath. I need you to take a breath.
Go ground!
It's gonna be tonight. Tonight is your time. You've been leading him on for months now, and that's good. You give him a little bit, and then you come back, and then you give him some shit, and then you're nice. It's all part of the plan. He doesn't see it coming. Don't you understand? Tonight, we bring the whole thing down. You're better than them. And you're gonna be the best. Now that you got me in your corner.
At last we will reveal ourselves to the horsemen. Yes. At last we will have our revenge.
This is what I like to hear! Pump yourself up!
Hey guys, if you like this video, click the thumbs up button. Also, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. It'll help you stay up to date with everything we've got going on here at Collider.